Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tales of Telduria. Lysandra, you were picked to be the unfortunate Patsy to describe what happened last session.
Oh, yippee! Alright, so last session, we left and we're happy and we're never coming back again. So, we went to the tower and, we went through a little bit of a door puzzle. Lysandra finally remembered, what we had to do to get in. We had to spell a word with the doors, and we had to spell death. So we got in, we finally met Reliqua, and Reliqua was like, so what are you guys here for? And we tried to tell her originally that we just wanted to speak to people, and Reliqua called everyone out on their shit. She was like, no, you're here for another reason. And they were like, yeah, we kind of want them back. So we got to speak to the people that, we wanted to speak to. Melinda and her family got to see her late husband. The boys in the party got to finally see. Why do I not know her name? Jesus Christ. Layla. Thank you, brain.
Wow.
Don't forget her name. She's so fucking important and it was so sad. Christ. Anyways, got to see Layla again. Nasa and Estelle wanted to see their parents, not to bring them back, just to say hello, basically. And of course, we got to see Roxy and Alice. So, unfortunately, Layla wasn't brought back. The price to bring back another person is to basically give up an equivalent, another soul. So unfortunately, we couldn't bring Layla back because there wasn't anyone willing to sacrifice themselves for her, more so that she wasn't willing to accept the sacrifice. And honestly, she seemed pretty happy in the afterlife. And we can't take that away from her, so Layla, unfortunately, was left behind. Melinda's husband was also left behind. Turns out that was Layla's brother. So at least they're happy together, playing little games and having fun. But we did, however, get Roxy and Alice back. It was a little touch and go there, a little sketch for a while. They had to give up the precious instruments that Roxy made during her lifetime, as well as basically their ability to play music. They can't play music right now. Rosin, Roxy, Alice, Guava, they lost their talent because that was part of the agreement. And Leiku gave up her ability to have children in the future, like ever. She gave up her womb. So now she has triplets because they just had to suddenly be birthed in like 30 fucking minutes flat. But no more children, no more babies. And she is very torn up about that. So with 3 new children in hand, Guava, Roxy, Alice reunited, we're kind of setting back out on the ship again. Don't know where we're going, but we're setting back out on the ship.
So we're
Did I miss anything?
No, we went to Kelnor after, and after that.
Oh yeah! We went to Kelnor after. I don't remember what happened at that point. I got most of it.
Very little. We decided that we were going to stay there for like a week. Nothing really happened in Kelnor.
Okay, good.
You got most of it. You were good.
Yeah. Oh,
everyone went to the afterlife. Everyone left sad.
Hissy, basically. Yeah. And then there were side sessions.
Yeah. So there's
Segway!
there's Riken Rosin. I guess Rosin. Actually, Rosin has stuff that's legitimately plot relevant, so you'll go second. Right,
Okay.
You could go first.
Okay, so Reich decided it was some time to, get accustomed to how Zamanu's getting around with her new form. So he decided they should spend a little more time together, and he asked her to come to the library with him. They talked a bit, and then Roxy also came in, to which Reich of course asked her if she wanted to come along, and she said yeah, she has nothing better to do. So the three of them went together to the library, where Zamanu immediately ran off in search for a book, and Reich and Roxy had a talk, in which she, in very clear terms, scolded him for being extremely oblivious to Zamanu's wants and needs. And he made it very clear that if he keeps being oblivious, she's going to have a major problem with it. And
he then proceeded to be oblivious 2 more times.
Smiles. Yeah, when she came back with a book that Zamanu wanted Reich to read to her, which he did until she eventually fell asleep. After that, Reich and Roxy went away a little bit again to talk some more and not disturb Zamanu sleeping, to which when she woke back up, she was pretty upset about that whole ordeal. During this time, Roxy kind of figured out what Zamanu's hoard were, and that she wasn't actually telling the truth when she was telling Reich that she would only, get her hoard essentially after her destiny is fulfilled. To which I don't know if Reich would share what Zamanu's hoard is, to be honest. I don't think he would. And then they went down to the fish market to get some dinner for Zamanu, and themselves, obviously. Where Zamanu fell asleep again and Reich and Roxy talked some more. They talked a bit about how Reich was essentially keeping Zamanu at some distance and treating her overly familial, despite their actual blood relationship being barely existent. And they talked some more. Roxy said if Reich wanted to, have a relationship with Zamanu, that she wouldn't care, she'd be fine with it. And then she asked him what he wanted to do, what his decision was, to which he essentially responded that he just got hit with a lot of new information and doesn't quite know how to process it, but he promised to make a decision by the next day. So on the next day, he talked to both of them and decided, yes, he wants to be in a relationship with Zamanu.
Called it!
To which he would specifically say to Sammy, hold your gloating.
No.
Sammy, you are literally the size of a football, and not the American kind.
Yeah, and?
No follow-up, right? You don't want to pump the monkey.
No, the thing is to tell her to hold her gloating is all he can do because he wouldn't want to hurt his friends.
All right then.
Sammy being smug as fuck.
But yeah, that is what happened on my side.
Yes. With the quote-unquote help of Roxy, Reich, I guess, is now in a relationship with Zamanu, kind of, at least as much as you can be with a dragon. And I'm in the process of designing yet another child, so I'll get to that eventually. And, Rosin, now it's your turn.
50 sheets he's got to do.
There are now, not including player characters, there are now 49 NPCs.
Oh, I was pretty close.
No, wait, not 49.
What?
Sorry. 25. 25 NPCs, which is...
That is a whole different
25 to go.
I was remembering the amount of items I was clicking on. It's 25. It's 25 characters. not including the player characters. To which TOT for reoccurring has 23.
Damn.
I have a question about a TOT character that I didn't see this campaign, I don't think. Is Drought still a character?
No, he was removed.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, we're missing someone.
He was removed because he didn't add anything to the story in any way, shape, or form.
Understandable. All I remembered about him was that he was here, and now he isn't.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, for Rosin's side session, he decided to go and speak with all the Fakian sisters. He wanted to discuss further what exactly they had lost to Rulikwa. They eventually did have dinner, and then they discussed everything. Essentially, Roxy's current theory is that if she can get back to her workshop and make new instruments, we may be able to play again. Further at the dinner, we did discuss Amy's note, the note, at least with Amy's handwriting. Roxy had noticed it looked a little strange. It didn't look like something he would have written intentionally. It was definitely his handwriting, and she thought it might be a code. Alice was smart enough to figure it out, and we received a hidden message, it seems. The Grey Blade is a friend. Do not attack. This was a little worrying, as Rosin recalls the Grey Blade was one of Hohenheim's most prolific generals. The only person, I think, ever to beat Nesa and Estelle in a fight in the open battle, in open combat. Is that true?
Yeah.
Shame? Yeah, I think so, yeah. So, with this knowledge, after everything was settled with the sisters, Rosin decided to go and meet the other sisters, Estelle and Nesa, to discuss it. Speaking with Nesa a bit, found out a bit more about the Grey Blade. It is essentially an animal, just a completely merciless fighter. Fought those two and an army of about 2,000 people, defeated all of them pretty easily, but did not kill them, oddly. So, yeah, we gotta keep our eyes out for that one, guys.
No, that seems fine.
For a bit more added context, it wasn't just that the Grey Blade beat both Estelle and Nesa in open combat. The Grey Blade, by themselves, beat Nesa, Estelle, and their combined legionary might, which is about 2,000 people. By themselves.
I said that.
I only heard that it was just Nesa and Estelle in open combat.
And an army of 2,000.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. My bad then. Yeah, and not a single one of them died. That part I know you said.
Yeah. So, I think that's about all Rosin would share on that front. Keep your eyes out for
Did you mention that the Grey
a
Blade...
giant colossus with a giant sword?
Did you mention that the Grey Blade should be dead?
Oh yeah, I probably should mention that. They thought the Grey Blade was dead, along with the rest of Hohenheim's army. You know, after the meteor that wiped out half the fucking continent.
Yeah, because the Grey Blade was seen being at ground zero when the meteor dropped.
Yeah. Notably, the way that kills were quote-unquote confirmed were that they looked for survivors and found none. So no body was found.
Well, that's suspicious.
In fairness, I think most bodies would be vaporized by a meteor. However, it is possible that there still is a giant with a giant sword walking around. So everyone keep their heads on a swivel. The note from Amethyst says don't attack, but I don't know. Be careful. Treat it like a rabid animal, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Well, not like we are the kind of people to attack first and ask questions later anyways.
Some of you are.
I mean...
Everyone's just staring at Lysandra.
I'm kidding, I swear!
What do you mean you're kidding? You've done it.
Wait, when have I done it?
You have regularly been one of the most aggressive fighters.
I wouldn't say
Okay.
aggressive, but certainly antagonistic. What
I
are
did
you
almost get
people
myself
doing
kicked out.
here? She says to the bug person.
Leave me alone. Wait. This isn't a side session, but Lysandra has something to say because I forgot to say it last session.
Uh-huh.
And I need to make sure that it's said because if I don't say it out loud, I feel like
What are you
I'm gonna
say?
give later for this one. Lysandra wanted to tell everyone what Reliqua said about never speaking about this ever again, not even to your babies.
Okay. I have to scratch out some things in my journal, it seems.
Yeah. Lysandra turns to everyone and goes, "This is really, really important. Never again. Or we have to find some sort of mind wiping spell. We can't do this. No one ever knows again.
Those are actually
Okay.
pretty easy to come by.
Come.
Memory wiping spells?
Mind wiping spells? Yeah, there's a bard spell that does exactly that. Just wipe one memory from your own mind.
Should we do that?
Well, Roz doesn't have it, but I'm sure we could find a scroll for it if we really want to. Rosin is not going to consent to that, though.
Is everyone
Okay.
ready for us to switch over
Yes.
to the other music?
Yes.
Okay. So, as per usual, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Oh, you bastard.
So, this isn't the motif. I don't know what you're talking about. So, after landing back in Kelnor and staying for I think it was 2 weeks is what we agreed on for at least a little while before setting sail again. Though I can't remember, is Lysandra taking the egg with her or is she leaving it with Felicity?
Yeah, no, I'm taking the egg with me. I have a little egg carrier.
Okay.
A wooden egg carrier. A little
Just-
basket. I mean, not a basket, but a baby bump.
Just couldn't remember.
Baby bump.
You
Yeah.
get on a boat that Rosin just conjures into existence, which then is manned by crew that Rosin just conjures into existence.
I think it's worth noting the crew is completely invisible. As far as you all are aware, the ropes are just moving themselves.
That's so scary.
It's like the end of
Another
Pirates of
ghost
the
ship
Caribbean
now.
4.
Noted.
I mean, Rosin, would you tell everyone that the boat is haunted and not to break the rules lest you be tossed overboard?
Rosin would just... You've seen... Who here hasn't seen Pirates of the Caribbean 4? First of all, fuck you, go watch it. Second off, that's all
I
Rosin would
know
do.
what
Yikes!
you're doing.
He'd gesture with a sword to each of the sections of rigging and watch them
Let's
just
fucking
tie themselves
go.
perfectly.
To continue, you sail for, I think it's about a month and a half before you finally land down in Tarantus. You then take about a week to yourself to more or less set up camp. Although Locke is going to be quitting the Thieves Guild, and I believe Dadas as well, and Leiku obviously, before you make those announcements known, you at the very least are going to use your connections so that everyone in your entourage at the very least has a place where they can just relax. This is going to be your base of operations more or less for the rest of the campaign. You all do have intention on linking back up with Director Shepard, considering the fact that he didn't accost you this time when you approached the city, which either means he doesn't know that you're there or doesn't care. But that's for all of you to find out, because I believe at least some of you have a mild score to settle with him in relation to Nasa and Estelle. However, I would like all of you to go ahead and roll for perception.
Perception.
Oh, honey,
Yes.
I just realized that we probably forgot to add that Hissy's not with us right now.
Oh, I mean, I probably just
For the
forgot to
recap.
reiterate. But yeah, Hissy's not
And
with us right now.
I think we discussed at the end of last session, didn't we?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I talked about that at the end of last session.
Yeah.
I thought that was at the end of last session when we weren't live.
No, we were live still.
Okay, alright.
It's like he's still there. His ghost lingers.
Yelling racial slurs.
He is so useful.
I'm just waiting for 2 more rolls.
Yeah, I know, from me.
Alrighty, so the highest roll here is Sammy, but pretty much everyone that's not the last roll, whoever that is, hears a woman yelling around town. It's hard to figure out what they are actually saying, as the murmur of the crowd itself is quite loud. But as you all get a little bit closer, curious as to what's going on, you hear this normal human female effectively trying to elicit help from any person that can hear her. There are some people that stop to listen, but when they hear what she needs help with, they more or less move on, or they say something along the lines of inform the police. And this is because she is asking for help because her town is being attacked by cultists. However, before any of you actually say anything, she does notice you. Her eyes then light up, and she runs over. It seems that she has recognized you. And while she does stumble on quite a few of the names, not pronouncing them correctly or as exactly as they should be pronounced, she's close enough that it's quite clear that she does at the very least recognize who you all are. Because she names you as heroes and repeatedly begs for your assistance.
Where's the town?
She goes on to describe that the town that is in trouble is Dunesend, to which Dadas, I think you'd be the only person to actually know this town by name. But the fact that she would detail it as the last farming village at the edge of the desert would at least tip it off that it's probably somewhere around where the gold and silver towers are, or at the very least along the same line. Dadas would know this town as a temporary military outpost for units to rest at before they marched off into the rest of what is now known as the Ashen Wastes. It's one of the very few places that existed before the Civil War that did not get completely obliterated by the meteor crashing down.
We're not gonna share all the information, of course, and ask her, well, that's quite far away from here. When did these attacks happen? Are they going to happen?
She describes that the attacks have been happening roughly every 30 to 40 days, and after the 4th wave of this happening, she realized that it was a problem, and she went to go look for help. The town can't defend itself all that well, and each and every single time that the cultists come down, more and more of the townsfolk die in the process, leaving even less defenders than before. And she doesn't even know what's going on, because if they kill them all and drive them off, it seems that the exact same numbers just reappear almost a month later.
Do you know anything else about these cultists? How do you even know they're cultists? They're not just bandits or something.
She states that she doesn't think bandits simply evaporate into the wind when they die.
That is true. Do you have any idea why they are attacking? Are they like stealing stuff? Are they dragging off people? Are they just attacking to attack?
How would she know? All she's been doing is helping defend her town.
I mean, they could be going for like the silos and stuff, but sure.
She wouldn't know because they are attacking from the desert. It's not like she can go out and investigate.
Yeah, fair, fair.
Well, that's enough for me. The more we wait around, the more people die, so...
Do what we can.
You can see that when you agree that she becomes absolutely elated by this and continues to thank you over and over and over again. Outside of the several dozen times that she will repeat it on that particular day, in the month or so walk that it takes for you all to make your way into Dunesend, you probably hear it at least 1,000 times. And then again, after about a month and a half of walking, to which I guess some of you are now, well, not maybe some of you, only, oh no, two of you would be, I guess, relatively profusely pregnant at this point. I think if my timing is right, you would be at about 4 to 5 months.
Guava's gonna have a noticeable bump at this point, right?
What was that?
Guava's probably has a noticeable bump at this point, right?
Yeah, I was just referring to the player characters.
I don't know if she told Rawson.
She would have told him probably after the first month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he does. It's not a huge surprise. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a huge surprise. It's pretty average for most things. Most people would probably know somewhere between the 2nd and 4th week, depending on how much they're paying attention to it. Since, if you're pregnant, you don't have your period and whatnot. But if people aren't particularly paying attention to it, it's usually a bit of a month out, because that's when the sicknesses start to set in.
Okay.
Ugh.
To which it would have been Guava waking up one morning, puking, complaining, Roxy going, haha, and then doing the exact same thing, so.
I want to say karma, but that feels mean.
No, that's just a very Roxy thing to happen. So, as I said before, about a month and a half goes by, and you finally make your way into Dunesend. And it really is just a small farming village. It is, on the far edges of the forest. Oh, I gotta share this. Boop, boop, boop. I need to minimize this. Share screen. There we go. For today's session, it might be best if you pop it out and then have it either on a second monitor or just at least a second application.
Oh, you get an Australian map this time.
Yeah, I had to turn it upside down because the forest straight to the
Australia.
south. But as you can see, it is
Yeah, my
very, very
favorite
close.
three numbers: 6, 8, and L.
Thanks. It is actually quite close to the forest itself. They do take some lumber from there, and it turns into a small farming village where the grass and the sand begin to mix every now and then up north it is just all desert. All desert.
And a massive compass.
Shut up.
Smile.
Who put this giant fucking compass here?
Shut up.
That's a sundial.
That's where the meteor happened.
Doubt.
What, so they can
Banned
tell
you.
which direction they got fucked
Don't
from?
ban me!
Oh, God, fucking stop wasting time, Christ. When you all enter town, you can see that everyone there is slightly disheveled is the best way to describe it. A few buildings are damaged in the process of repairs. There are some buildings here and there that have been collapsed entirely. Scorch marks here and there, but not a lot of damage. But it's very obvious that a good portion of this damage is gradual. Like, they came in, burned down one building, and then in the process of that being rebuilt, they came down and burned a second. You know, stuff like that. To which she also introduces you to a few major players of the town. The first is that she reintroduces herself. Granted, you would have learned this along the way, but as a formal reintroduction, she would have introduced herself as Flory Souza. To which, let me go over here into the general channel so that you can get a better picture. She is actually the mayor of the town. She's the one who runs it. She and her family have been elected into power for the past couple of generations because everyone more or less likes what they've been doing. And while she may not be as good as her predecessors, she is certainly trying her best, considering the fact that she did run in her best clothes for basically a month, all the way down to the capital to try and elicit for help.
Good point.
The quote-unquote second in command is this gnome by the name of Lidala Reverend. She is the community healer. She keeps everyone more or less alive, healthy, in check, and everything else. And with her, in terms of this quote-unquote power structure, is Beleva Karkle, to which they are a dwarf. They are the blacksmith. They're the one that's been in charge of rebuilding the village from time to time, making sure that everything is more or less good to go. And while there are a bunch of other townsfolk, there are 3 farmers to keep note of. There is Norrell, as well as his wife, Reyna. They are mostly in charge of the actual farm work. And then around at that same level is a person by the name of Pablo, to which, while he is also a farmer, he's mostly in charge of the animals and the other animal husbandry. To which they do actually have a singular guest here in the village, to which that is this particular individual. Their name is Gleam Coppermaw. They are a paladin of Ekthar. They just happened to stumble upon the town of Dunesend and have been hanging out for the past 2 months because they just so happened to show up before an attack from the cultists 2 months ago, and she has decided to stay here. To which a very interesting interaction does happen, because if I recall correctly, Nasa is traveling with you, right?
Yeah.
She should be.
When you all approach and Flory is going around and doing introductions and you're all introducing yourselves, the moment that Nasa introduces herself, Gleam here loses her mind, and not in a negative way. She begins to fangirl over Nasa and starts to go over to her belongings and starts to bring out like all of these different types of war books specifically to ask for Nasa's signature. It is because Gleam here is a massive fucking nerd for military tactics and views both Nasa and Estelle as her quote-unquote war heroes of choice because of their impressive military record during the Civil War.
Oh my god.
So it is basically the dichotomy of you walk up to this very cold, stone-faced paladin just scanning the horizon every now and then before, you know, she hears Nasa's face and her whole face lights up and it just becomes the nerd emoji. But, yeah, welcome to the town of Dunesend. The reason why I took the time to describe all that will make sense in 3 hours.
Oh,
It will make sense in about
right.
3 hours.
Okay.
However, are there any questions at the time being? Is there anything that the players would like to do?
I want to speak to the healer.
Okay. Anything in particular?
I'd like to ask her about the injuries that have been sustained. See what we're up against here.
Most of the injuries sustained haven't been too bad. Sure, there have been things that have been more life-threatening than otherwise. But if the person didn't immediately die, most of the injuries are scrapes, cuts, things that are pretty equivalent to, I would say, a minor accident out on the farm. Not like, oh, you accidentally cut off your leg with a scythe, but, oh, you ran through too fast through the corn. Now you got big cuts on your arm.
See, the cultists, are they just using normal weapons? Are we facing spells, poisons?
It seems to be a mixture. Sometimes they send cultists that have nothing but flails and shields, sometimes cultists with massive swords. They have occasionally sent mages to try and set things on fire, to which they have succeeded a couple of times, but it seems to be a rather healthy mix.
All right, thank you kindly.
Anything else from anyone else?
I have an out of character question.
Uh-huh.
And you may have mentioned it, but I'm double checking because you know that I sometimes blank out. How many of the buildings are actually destroyed?
At the time being, I would say only 2 are legitimately destroyed, and about 3 others are in the process of being repaired.
Okay. Can I talk to one of the builders?
That would be the dwarf,
Yeah.
Believer.
So I'm noticing that you're only repairing a couple of these buildings right now. What is the destruction like when they come in? Are they targeting certain buildings, or are they not really actually trying to destroy the buildings?
You then start to hear shouting on the walls.
Oh, great.
As the guards on the northern end of the wall start to shout out that cultists are fast approaching. To which, as soon as I click all of these lovely little buttons, you'll see how many cultists there are.
Oh.
I'm gonna fuck them up. No questions asked.
Smiles. We won't roll for initiative here because there's just so many between you and the NPCs, so I will literally just start from the bottom and go all the way up to the top. All right.
Yippee.
So we actually start off with Catan.
Okay.
You are facing 2 sets of cultists. Collectively, you would be able to see what they are armed with and what they are. The guys with the red numbers, I'll just say that they are melee cultists, and the guys with the white numbers, I will say that they are mage cultists. The melee cultists seem to be armed with a flail and have a rather large shield, and for some reason speak South American Spanish, and may or may not have parasites, and know who Leon Sexual Kennedy is.
How would it be South American Spanish?
This is weirdly specific. Do you have something you need to talk about?
They may or may not be stolen from Resident Evil 4.
Oh my fucking god.
They speak Spanish. Why'd you specify South American?
Because it's different from Spain.
Does the game not take place in Spain? Or did I...
I thought it was South America.
I could have swore it was straight up Spain.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Conquistador Spain.
Alright. Well, they are speaking Conquistador Spanish, and may or may not know who Leon Sexual Kennedy is. Catan.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, we're all in range. You know what? No, I'm gonna do my build properly. I'm gonna hold my turn.
Till who?
We got this.
until my daughter goes.
Okay. Lysandra, you were next.
I finally get to do something that I've always wanted to do and I couldn't do it before. I am staying right where I am, and I am casting Sunburst.
Casting Sunburst?
I am casting Sunburst. Attempted damage and blind creatures within the spell's radius. Undead creatures take more damage. It's a huge fucking spell radius.
It's an 80-foot radius burst. Are you sure you don't want to just move in so that you can ensure that you hit more? Because 80 feet is massive.
The problem is if I move in, I hit myself too, because it is non-discriminatory.
You just aim further back.
It's range of long. Okay, never mind. I thought it was centered around you. Never mind. I assume you want to center it like right. Hold on.
It's an 80-foot burst, but I can cast it from 400 feet and more. But basically, I can cast wherever the hell I want.
I assume you want the center to be like right here, right? All right, let's see who it hits. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's an 80 foot. Is it 80 foot radius burst. Okay. 10.
Can I not have it hit that many people?
Well, you know what? We'll put it here. That's the end of the 80-foot burst. All right.
Thank you.
10, 20, 30, 40 is here. 50, 60, 70, 80. Jesus Christ. 10.
Lysandra, I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do. Also, Lysandra TPKs the party.
This would hit everyone. However, you would still need to move, because you still need to be able to see where you want to aim the center. But it's not much of a move. It's literally 20 feet to the left.
Yeah, that's fine. Yippee. Do it. Also,
suddenly the town is turned to glass.
Double damage.
Hold on.
And extra.
Creatures in the globe are blinded. Take 66 points of damage. A creature which sunlight takes double damage. A successful reflex save negates the blindness and reduces the damage by half. An undead creature, which these guys count for, within the globe takes 1d6 per caster level. So what's your caster level?
20.
Okay. Half damage if a reflex save is successful. In addition, it results in the destruction of any undead creature successfully harmed by the bright light if it fails the save. Meaning this is just an auto-kill spell. Alright, so I'm gonna do a 10d20. Let's see if Lysandra ends it on round 1. That'd be fucking hilarious. Oh god. Oh god. This may happen because everything here is level 10. So they only have a 6 in their reflex save. So one got a nat 20, so one successfully passed. But what is your DC? What is the calculation for it?
Oh god, I don't know. Hold on. Calculation is.
I should probably get rid of Flory. Flory doesn't have to stand here anymore.
Sorry, what is my calculation for this? I know it's caster level.
Is it based off of your is it like a class effect that you're doing, or is it a spell?
Oh, it's a domain spell, actually.
Okay, then go to where the level is that it is on your domain. So what spell level is it?
8th level.
8th level. Okay, so it's always a base of 10 plus the spell's level. Plus your casting modifier. Do you know what your casting modifier is?
Yeah, that's my wisdom. So, plus 10. So that's a 28 they have to hit.
28. Meaning they literally need a nat 20. So only number 4 from the melee survived. So, let's see. Oh, those are the mages. 1, 2, 3. So this guy inexplicably survives, probably. Go ahead and roll a 20d6.
That's why.
A 20d6?
Yeah, because we gotta see what the damage is anyway.
20d6. Yeah. Do they take the 66 too?
No, it's instead.
Oh.
Yes, that's why it's 20d6. Alright, so it's a base of 77. In addition, the burst results in any specifically harmed by the bright light if it fails the save. What is that supposed to actually mean? Because if it doesn't kill, it can't destroy. Okay, so it's literally if it kills them. They just become turbo destroyed, but they all take 77, which means they do survive, unfortunately. At least for the melee one, so give me just a moment with that.
No, wait a minute. It does say results in the destruction of any undead creature specifically harmed by the bright light if it fails its save. So if it does fail the save, it's just destroyed.
Yes, but they have to be harmed by bright light. These guys are not. They're just cultists. Being harmed by bright light would be something like light sensitivity. So, for example, if it was a drow undead,
then they would be fucked.
Yeah. So
That's okay, they're all blinded anyway, so fuck you guys.
So then...
I just realized
so they're
what
still
does it look
up,
like for
and
the
that's
rest
just
of you?
the melee guys. Now I look at the mages, to which they also need to roll a reflex save, though I think theirs is okay. It's literally the same. It's just a 6. To which we got 2
nat
nat
20.
1s and no nat 20. Which means, let's see, 1, 2, 3 is gone. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, they encourage your complete cooperation.
And then the rest are at 10 HP, which is kind of fun. They are severely bloody. This is the motifs that I'm referring to, that I've only ever used in the media campaign. So it's 3 and 8, and that, oh wait, that's not that. 3 and 8, and the melee is number 6. Alright, so that was Lysandra's turn, which now goes to your puppet.
The second this started playing, I had Vietnam flashbacks.
Puppet is going to...
What was that, Dina?
I said go, Poppet, finish him off.
Yeah, right? I don't think Puppet can finish him off. He only has like a single attack, so...
Hey, you never
poor
know.
Puppet.
I mean, you can put him like right here
no,
if
I
you
mean,
want.
like all at once.
Self-destruct.
What's his speed again?
His speed is 30.
Okay,
30.
so you have the ability to get to 8, 9, 5, 3, and 0, as well as number 4 without provoking attacks of opportunity. So which one would you like him to go towards?
Wait. I want him to be in front, before 8. Yeah, lower than 8. And he's gonna use Acid Breath.
Okay, what's the radius of his acid breath?
Range of 15-foot line.
15-foot line. Okay.
Yeah.
What are the other stats attached to it?
Reflex save DC of 20.
Okay. And you're doing it in a line to hit 0 and 8, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. 1. Oh, it wouldn't even hit 8.
Oh. There's 15?
You can go here
Never
and
mind.
hit 0 and 3.
Oh, it can do diagonal like that? Yeah, do it then.
If you can move diagonal, you can make diagonal lines, yes.
Fair, valid. Yeah, do that then.
Okay.
All right.
And you said it's a DC of 20, right? Alright, so one failed, one passed, so go ahead and roll the damage. $35, so the first one takes 35, which that one's 0, to which 0 is killed.
Go, Puppet, go!
Number 3, however, is still alive, because that's only half. So half of 34 is 17, to which they are still, like, extremely severely bloody, so there's that. Rosin.
Go, Puppet, go! Yippee!
Depression. All my stuff relying on performances, but Roz will move as far as he can to the west to try to get as many people. So what's the range? 30 feet, I think.
So you want to do just like that, 30 feet diagonal?
Allies. I want as many allies to be within 30 feet of Ross as possible.
Oh, I guess that's the furthest you can get, and you can get this big group right here.
Okay. Oh shit, it doesn't work like that, fuck. I have to chain it. I'm casting haste. I should be able to chain it to fucking like everyone. Almost. Sorry, Locke and... Oh, that's so good.
Let me see.
No, I think
No,
Locke is
even they could fit, because if I start with like Daisy and I chain it around, because haste is a chain spell, they have to be within 30 feet of each other. So if I chain it to the east and north and west and south, it should be able to circle around just fine.
But yeah, you'd be able to get your allies. You'd also be able to hit a couple of NPCs too, but don't you have like a cap? One creature per level. So it's 20, so it's a max of 20.
There should be...
1,
How
2,
many people do we
3,
have
4,
here?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much everyone in this immediate area gets hit with
Nice.
haste, which is now Sammy's turn.
Sammy's going to pull out one of her extracts
She's
and
gonna
a
pull out.
solution. And a solution of drought poison that she's turned into a gas.
You're just not going to deal damage, you're going to try and poison them instead.
No. I've pulled out a vial of detonate. And I'm going to throw it at number 8.
Where'd you get detonate from?
4th level extract.
Huh?
4th level extract.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Neat.
So I now have an inhaled detonate. And I'm going to throw it at number 8.
You do know that's not a poison, right?
No, it's... I took an infusion of drow poison, turned it into a gas.
Yes.
And
Your
and then using
poison
the
stuff
feet.
only affects poisons. It doesn't turn your spells into poisons.
Oh, I've been misunderstanding how that whole thing goes then.
That is a very deliberate misunderstanding.
It's really not. I thought I could infuse spells into those.
You can infuse spells with poisons. It doesn't make them poisons. But you're throwing detonate. Who are you throwing the detonate at? Because you have a range of 70
8.
feet, which hits all the melee people, so...
Yeah, I'm throwing it at melee 8.
Number 8, okay. And let us see, so in the spell, let's see, explosion, reflex half. You automatically take half from being in the center of the explosion, but they're technically not, because you're throwing it. So... And it's just a radius of
30 feet.
30 feet. Yes, so let's see, 10... So, and the 30 feet doesn't matter, so it's actually 10d8 to everything that's there. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think I hit Pop It with this too.
What was that?
I think I hit Pop It with this too.
Yeah, but he takes, that's half.
That's fine.
Same thing with 7 and 9 for the mages. They also get hit, but their damage is automatically halved. Alright, so 8d20 plus 6, to which one got a nat 20. But what is the DC?
The DC for this is... Flex half. So the DC for this would be an 18.
10 plus the spell level plus your casting modifier is 18.
10 plus the spell.
You're telling me
plus
your
half the
your
spell.
casting modifier is a +4. You're telling me your int is a +4.
Oh, 21.
Okay. Because it's a base of 10 plus the spell's level plus your casting modifier to determine the DC of any spell. There may be other things that get added to it, like in the case of Lakey's cum spells.
What the
Yeah,
frick?
so it's a DC 21.
Okay, which means they have to roll a 15 or higher, which literally only one did, and one got a nat 20, so go ahead and roll that 10d8. While you do that, I need to roll a 2d20 plus 6, and pop it
And then
instead
would
of
I
a
add-
reflex save.
Would I add my 2d10 inspiration to this?
No, this is a spell.
No. 35.
Since you were just throwing it at the feet of 8 and not actually attacking 8, you're not dealing damage to 8, so you don't get to add inspiration stuff. And also, if I
Got it.
recall correctly, inspiration's just to the attack roll, not the damage.
Yes.
Alright, so pop it passed, which means 35 divided by, 17 divided by 2. Oh, you didn't pick the damage type. You have to pick acid, cold, electric, or fire.
This is all fire damage.
Alright, so pop it is potentially taking 8 fire damage, if that even applies. Let's see. 35 to everything that is not.
He takes 0. Never mind.
Nice.
He has a DR of 10.
35. 35.
Well, it rains and it pours when you're out on your own. If I crash on the couch, can I sleep in my clothes? I spent the night dancing, I'm drunk, I suppose.
Okay, so that leaves 4, 8, 9. So all of those have been killed, and then for the mages, they both failed. However, they take half damage automatically, to which that would be 7 and 9 for 17 damage, which actually kills them both. So there goes that. And then, Sammy, that was just one. That was a single standard action.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
I'm then going to take out an extract of heroism. And I'm going to gently hand it to Leiku.
I mean, you can just fucking throw it at her and have her actually get the bonus.
I'm going to gently whip it at her since I'm only 10 feet away.
Gently hurl it at her forehead.
All right, you still need to make an attack roll, and you have to pass her AC.
One d20 plus 26 plus 2, 10.
Would a 47 pass
47
Lakey's AC?
Yeah.
All right, Lakey, you get a +2 bonus to all D20 rolls.
Okay.
Not
Become
including
empowered,
damage.
Queen.
All right, Didas, your turn. The enemies that you can see right now are 8, 9, and 4 of the red, and 0 of the white.
I guess I'll move my 20 feet north,
All right.
and then I have 4 attacks plus 1 extra because of haste.
No.
So I guess I'll just.
You
No.
moved. You used your move action.
Oh,
Haste
yeah,
gives you an
so then I
extra
guess I
standard
just-
action, so all you have left is a full round attack if you wish to do that.
yeah, then I want to do that and hit everything I can see once.
Everything that you can see once, what's the order? Because that's important.
Let's just go with 894 and then the zero in the back.
Alright, 8940. Alright, go ahead and do your full round attack string thing.
Yep, that is it.
Plus the highest modifier since I can calculate it from there. Plus 29 to hit. Which means this would hit everyone. Check. Yep, it would hit everyone. So you're gonna have to roll your damages separately though.
Yeah, no problem. It's just a few dice.
It's just a few dice. Don't mind me. It may or may not be longer than my current sheet, but it's just a few dice. Ah yes, bow classes, kinda nutty, never balanced, perfect the way they are.
Oh yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, this didn't work.
No,
Oh,
both
there
of
are
them didn't
4.
send.
No. Oh, weird.
There we
Well,
go.
here's 4.
Alright. Let's see. So the order was 8940, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I know that Mage 0 is dead. Let me double check 8 and 894. So 894. Okay, so 4 goes to that. And 8 and 9 are dead.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Leaving just 4, who is now severely bloodied, and that is Dedas's turn. It is now Leiku's turn.
4 severely bloodied.
Yes.
I'm gonna use magic missile.
Sure.
The fuck else am I gonna do? Everybody else is like gone and gonna be dead.
Position yourself in a way so that you can see the other mages hiding behind the wall.
I do need to get a little closer anyway.
What's your speed?
My speed... Actually, with my wings, I have 60 feet, so...
Okay. So, 15, 30, 10, 20, 30.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can see everything.
Actually, were all the mages hit?
Let me double check.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, every single mage is hit and is currently severely bloodied, yeah.
Fuck him up.
Magic Missile does not allow you to split it up. But Scorching
Yeah,
Ray does.
I know. I'm wondering if Icy Prison Mask has a range.
I was gonna say Scorching Ray does allow you to divide it up.
I guess that's fair. Scorching Ray does. Do I
believe
even have
gives
it
you-
here?
I believe it gives you
I do
3.
have it here.
Scorching
Yes.
Ray, let me see. To a maximum of 3 rays, yeah. So you can just pick 3 targets. As a matter of fact, there's 6. There's exactly 6 people here, and since you have 2 standards left, you can do 2 casts of Scorching Ray.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Alright, so pick your
So it's,
targets in order.
All right, we'll do 1, 2, 6, 5, 4, and then the red 4.
Okay, so 1, 2, 6, 5, 4, 4. And then you have to make a ranged touch attack, which means you're doing attack ranged and it's against their touch AC. So 60, 20 plus your that high modifier then.
Yeah. Ranged, and then I also get a +2 bonus
What for?
from Sammy.
Oh yeah, because this is an attack roll, right?
Yes.
Alright, 60, 20.
So 60, 20, correct.
With an 18. Let's see, 18 is literally higher than both of their touch ACs, so they all hit.
Yay!
Go ahead and roll a 4d6 6 times.
All right. 4d6 6 times. Alright, so that's
They do have to
1,
be separate, yes. 1, 2, 3.
5, 6. It's
4,
taking a bit because I'm pretty sure I just
5.
overloaded the bot at once.
6. Okay, that's 6. So, all of the mages have died.
Yay!
Literally all the mages have died. But the other guy is still standing.
Okay.
If literally on his last breath. So, Locke, it is your turn. Would you like to get closer so that you
Locke,
can
do the
shoot a
honors.
man?
Yes, though I'm not
Execute.
sure. I'm not sure that my 60 feet of movement for a single shot left will get me in range. I need to be within 50 feet of him.
So what's your speed?
30.
30.
That's what I mean, even with haste, to be able to still shoot,
30.
I need to be
10,
within
20,
50 feet.
30. Yeah, I think, let's see.
That's well within 50.
30, 45. So here's just out of range, but we'll go 10, 20, 30. Just so that you're guaranteed in range.
Cool.
I'm sure, I can guarantee that if you hit him, he dies. But you gotta hit him.
The nice thing is, I get my, as long as it's my pistols, I get inspiration for free on this attack.
Just roll a 1d20. Alright, they're done.
Boom.
Alright, they're all done. To which, that was literally less than a round of combat. So, when this happens, when Flory watches all of this go down, and sees just how quickly you wipe the floor with these cultists, she's legitimately ecstatic about it, and starts to do an excited, happy dance with Lidala nearby, effectively congratulating herself for getting exactly who they need. To which, as you all watch the bodies start to dissipate, turning to black ash and fading away in the desert wind, she'll turn back excitedly to all of you and ask if you could brave the desert to try and figure out where they're coming from.
Is there any kind of knowledge check I can make as I watch the guy that I shot disappear to see if there's anything like magical about it or anything like that?
Knowledge psionics. Anyone who has it can roll it if they have it.
Knowledge style.
Yippee!
I have it.
I am made
Oh
for
wow. Knowledge that I have.
Ah, yes.
Remember, you still need ranks in it in order to roll it.
Oh, I know. I have ranks in it.
Unless you're a
Wow.
bard, because they cheat. Because bards are the most unbalanced class on the planet. Oh no, two nat ones! No,
Oh,
it's
man.
from the two best classes! No!
Both investigators! What?
It's okay, guys. I'll just do my bardic funny.
I still,
Sammy and Locke
got
both
higher
just
than you
stare.
with your bardic funny.
Sammy and Locke both just staring at the floor.
You should be higher than the bardic funny. It's not like it's a heavily trained skill. I have 1 rank in it.
I don't even think Catan or Leiku has ranks in that.
I would say double check. It would make sense for Catan, but I don't know if it's very well trained.
Maybe you just have a singular rank like me, so you can roll.
No, I don't actually have a singular rank.
Wow, okay.
Y'all have fun.
Well,
My Sandra got it.
and
We'll go off of Didas. Didas, as they all, fade away into this particular black ash, some mild memories from the war do race through your mind, as you do recall a couple of battles where this happened. But you don't really remember, or actually, you never figured out why that happened or what it was for. but you do know that for a fact that it is 100% Old God related, and it usually means that they are going to attack the same place within a 60-day time period. The only pattern that I can ascertain for you, despite the fact that you rolled a 46. From your time in the war, whenever you fought an army that did that disappeared, you knew that you were going to have to fight them again sometime very shortly.
Yeah, makes sense. I just tell everyone, yeah, the same shit happened in the war sometimes, so they're gonna attack again, but we already knew that. But I never really figured out what was going on. That was just above my pay grade.
Well, he says, looking at Nasa, we do have somebody along who was well above your pay grade, so... Nasa, do you know more about this?
She would shrug and go, it would be easier if I could see.
Leica will smile, like Smug Cat.
He explains what happened to Nasa.
She thinks for some time, and then shrugs again. Again, it would be much easier if I could see. Because there are several processes where that has happened, but they all mean different things. It could mean that they were never real to begin with, and that they are just preliminary forces, or they are clones, or they are generated by Old God magic specifically to die. I've also seen it happen when cultists were merging themselves together into a grotesque Tarrasque abomination. It's a lot of things, so I do not know. It'd be nice if I could see.
Okay, but we can essentially suspect that we have done no damage whatsoever to their forces.
Most likely, yes.
Prevented
Well, in
no
that
path from
case-
being burned in this attack, at least.
I couldn't hear you, Rosin. What'd you say?
You prevented the town from being burned in this attack, at least, so in another 2 months here, it'll be okay.
I think you have to pull your microphone closer. You sound soft and muffled.
Sorry, is that a little better?
A little bit better, yeah.
Can I go back to asking the builders?
Yeah,
questions
you can
that I
go
had
ask
asked?
and re-ask them their questions before you got attacked.
Thank you.
It's like, oh, we got
Yeah.
attacked. Delete. Anyway, so as I was saying,
Well, what's around?
Less
Isn't
than
around like
6
6
seconds, by the
seconds?
way.
Yeah.
I had mentioned this before, but I wonder how this is from everyone else's perspective, because Lysandra's never done this before. Lysandra just sees some cultists, goes over, summons the sun, and then it's like, okay, well, goodbye. Just goes back to asking questions.
Felicity would be
Lysandra, what
proud.
the fuck?
Felicity would be proud and turned on. So good job.
She's
But
not
she's
here.
not here.
She can't be proud or turned on because you took my life from
She
me.
knows in spirit,
Ah, good. Okay.
and by spirit
Anyways.
I mean her pants.
She has
Great
this
spirit,
premonition
of course.
back in Kelnor that you're doing something hot.
So Lysandra goes back over the dwarf. So, as I was saying, have they been attacking any buildings specifically? And are they trying to destroy the buildings when they come in, or what are they doing?
Beliva more or less shrugs to the question and states that there doesn't seem to be any particular pattern. They did hit a silo, but it didn't take a lot of damage. They didn't even hit it with a fireball. They took out a couple of houses, but the damage is just slow and slowly accumulating, which seems to be the major problem, since they do not have as many of the resources as they would like to rebuild some of the foundations for these houses, because wood doesn't work particularly well in sand.
Okay.
Works perfectly fine for roofing, not for foundation.
How many people have died in these attacks?
Over the past 4 attacks that they have had, a collective total of about 13 people have died. Their population is only about 50.
Okay. And when specifically did these attacks start?
She doesn't know, and Flory doesn't quite remember either, but they do know that it was about 4 months ago. The reason why they didn't
Okay.
particularly pay attention to the first one is because they thought it was one and done.
Okay.
They didn't even start to make the connection until the third one anyway.
Ah. Okay. Last question. What was in the silo that got hit?
Grain, but it didn't even get hit with a fireball.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Trust me, if it got hit with a fireball, half the town would be gone.
Yeah, probably.
Those grain
Or
explosions are
you'd
fucking
be
mighty.
starving because it was grain. Yeah. Alexandra's gonna go back over to the group. Guys, so this is a little strange, right? I'm not the only one thinking this.
Yeah, we should probably try to track those footprints before the wind blows more, yeah?
Good point, yeah.
The strategy clearly seems to be attrition, and with them not losing any forces in any attacks, they can do this forever, so we have to burn them out of their holes.
It's only a village of 50 people. They've already killed 13. Why aren't they just wiping them out? Like, there was enough of them. These aren't fighters. They can just wipe them out in one go.
To which you'll hear
Maybe-
Pavlo interject at this point. Not directly to either of you, but more or less arguing with Flory. To which I would like everyone here to go ahead and roll for perception to eavesdrop.
I love eavesdropping. What is my perception? Oh, it's even better than I was about to do.
Alrighty. You all overhear a conversation between Pavlo and Flory, to which Pavlo approaches Flory talking about how if they more or less just gave what that one man wanted beforehand, none of this would have happened. To which Flory effectively responds that she doesn't want to deal with cultists at all. They're cultists. And it just goes back and forth with Pavlo effectively explaining that they would have been left alone, people wouldn't be dying, their animals wouldn't be being attacked, their crops wouldn't be burned, and bad things wouldn't be happening if all they did was comply.
So Sammy's just gonna turn and walk over to the two of them.
And
Just stare up at Flo and go, "You're not telling us everything."
stare at the
What? Flora?
Flory?
Flora, yeah. So she's gonna stare up at Flora and go, "You're not telling us everything. What didn't you give them?"
To which Flory will look down at you, obviously insulted that you were being this aggressive. And Pavlo will talk about how a man came along asking for food and supplies, and that if all they did was just give them food and supplies, none of this would have been happening. To which Flory will turn and effectively start screaming at Pavlo. Not really saying anything in particular, insulting him, screaming at him, and everything else, to which he eventually cowers and runs away. To which, as he's running away, she looks back at Sammy, to which a lot of the anger from before is still there, and she says, "And converts. Why would I give them my people?"
Not handing over converts, I understand. No one has the time to deal with cultists. But all this escalation over being denied a little food and water.
All
Lysandra
he
immediately
asked
pipes
for,
up.
all he asked for was converts. Pavlo's just a coward. If you pay your mind to to not really pay attention to him all that much.
I've learned it helps to pay attention to any information that you've been presented. She's just gonna cross her arms. So he came and all he asked for was converts.
Yes.
There's not anything in the village or anyone in particular.
She answers yes, and then she looks down at Sammy and goes, I really appreciate not being interrogated by people that I was just so happy to try and help protect their town. So if you want to continue to have our hospitality, I advise you to back off and calm down.
You misunderstand.
No, I think
very
you
calm.
misunderstand.
Did
I do
anyone
not
else hear this
appreciate
conversation?
the aggression. I do not appreciate the antagonistic aura. If you want to have a conversation, that's fine. But you won't. So back off and calm down and come talk to me later when you're done. And then Flory will walk away.
Raise his eyebrow.
Is Sammy still pregnant? Is this a hormone thing?
Probably.
Wait, before she had walked away, can I sense motive on the yes bit?
On the what bit?
Well, when she said yes in response to, is there like nothing else in the, in the town? Can I sense motive on that?
To see if she's like telling the truth about what's going on? Yeah. You can go ahead and do that.
If it's possible, Sammy would have attempted to get a read on that too.
You can go ahead and
Did
roll
anyone
sense
else
motive as well.
Was anyone else having a conversation with
Suckers!
those two?
We'll just do these two, since those are the
Okay.
two that were directly involved.
Okay. Could Leslie at least see the other guy stomp off?
Pavlo? Yeah.
Poor guy just got told off.
So Lysandra, with your nat 20, she is telling the truth, at least as far as the truth is concerned, which I know sounds cyclical. What I mean by that is, it's not uncommon for someone to tell the truth, but not, like, say everything in relation to it, if that makes sense.
The truth, but not the whole truth.
Because they forget, or the information wasn't particularly relevant, or, things
So
of
she
that
may know
particular-
more, but she just doesn't realize she knows more.
Yeah, things of that nature. So with that nat 20,
Okay.
yes, Sammy was an asshole.
Yep. Lysandra's gonna look over at Sammy and go, "Do you need a snack? You're acting a little. You need a snack.
Yeah.
You want a snack? Okay." Lysandra just pulls out a little ration, hands it to Sammy, pats her, why don't you just, I'm gonna go talk to her again, maybe? See if she'll, maybe, I think she may know something, but that was not the way to do it.
I'm trying to be diplomatic, but being the hormones for my third child are a bitch. They was just
I
gonna
know.
sit down onto the ground all grumpy and start munching on her snack.
The random jaw
Lysandra looks
reaches
at
down,
Sammy and
just-
then goes. Lysandra looks at Sammy and then realizes, oh my god, I have hormones too. Am I nicer when I'm pregnant?
The fuck
just
does
walks
that
away.
mean? The fuck does that mean?
Because Lysandra's being the diplomatic one. Look, Lysandra isn't diplomatic. It's the pregnancy. I'm convinced.
Yeah, because
Lysandra's
diplomacy
nicer
is
when she's
kind of
pregnant.
Sammy's thing, but now she's pregnant and she's being kind of a bitch. Whereas Lysandra, who usually trips over herself, is somehow being really good with words.
This is a really scary party composition right now.
Anyways, Lysandra is gonna go after Flory.
Is anyone going to relay any of the information to the rest of the party?
Yeah, Sammy will be telling the rest of the party what happened while Lysandra goes off.
Okay.
Okay,
I thought the
Lawson,
party
go
was
speak with-
around. I'm sorry.
No, I asked 3 times and Shane said it was just you two, so...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, Sammy will tell you guys. Lysandra's gonna go see Flory before she, I don't know.
So you'll go after Flory. We'll say that you wait like maybe an hour, and you go more or less by yourself just to see how things are going. So you find her in the town hall area that's nearby. What do you say?
Flory, I'm sorry about her. She's heavily pregnant and she's not quite used to long journeys yet, I think, and it wears on her, so please forgive her for that.
Flory will shake her head and go, potentially. But
That's all I
probably
can
not
ask.
right now. What do you want?
Understandable. I did want to ask you some questions if that's okay. I'm not going to try and interrogate you. I know this is hard on you. You've lost people. We don't want to make this more difficult. We just want to maybe see if there's anything, you know, that you might not have thought of at first, but may indeed be important.
She crosses her arm and thinks for a moment and says, sure. But you might want to bring over Leela and Billy.
Okay. Who is Leela and Billy?
Leela?
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
To which she clarifies Leela is the gnome and Billy is the dwarf.
Ah, I was speaking to them. Okay, I'll go and get them, and I'll be back in a moment then. Lysandra goes off to get Leela and Billy.
Leela.
Leela?
There you go. Not Leela.
Okay.
It's Leela.
I said Leela that time.
I didn't hear the D.
Oh, the D was silent.
Typical
Leela
of a
and Billy.
lesbian. I see how it is.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
So you go, you gather Leela and Billy, or Belita, and you bring them into the town hall area that I described before, so that the three girls are together with you. They each take a seat and they wait for you to start asking your questions.
Not an interrogation. Lysandra turns to the three of them and says, "So I want to backtrack to the day that the cultists came in. Can you tell me what was going on that day?"
They both try and think, and Billy's the one to speak up, and she goes, "I believe on that day we were in the process of collecting our grain."
Okay. So you were collecting the grain, and this man just walks in?
Yeah, that's the first time that we got attacked.
Sorry, no, I wanted to ask about the cultist man that had came in asking for converts.
To which the three of them think for some time and shrug and go, "No, we can't quite remember." It
Okay,
wasn't a particularly significant event. We know this person
Understandable.
came in dressed up in black and red robes and was asking for converts, but not really much else. Flory adds to it and goes, "I can't really remember what he looked like either. Average, I guess. He was so unremarkably average. I can tell you that he was human, but he was so unremarkably average that it just blends in with every other face that I've seen."
Okay, understandable. And he asked specifically for converts? Like that was his wording?
Correct.
Okay. Alright, so the grain then. You were bringing in the grain when you guys were attacked?
Correct.
Did you notice anything, about the grain or the animals at the time that this was happening?
So you cut out a little bit. Could you repeat that?
Oh, sorry. Did you notice anything about the grain itself or the animals when this was happening?
They both shake, all three of them shake their head and go, no, not really.
Okay,
If you want to learn more about the animals, you're probably best speaking to Noral, Raina, or Pablo, as they are the ones that work the fields much more than everyone else. But
Okay.
as far as we're aware, nothing abnormal.
And was there anything abnormal? Do you guys have guards?
No. I mean,
Okay,
we have people who are a bit more militant in regards of their training that act as guards, but not official guards.
Okay, did any of them say anything about the days surrounding it? Like, maybe they saw a weird shadow, or there was a creature out in the desert, or even, something went missing, maybe?
They think for some time and go, no, nothing that was weird or abnormal, sorry.
Okay, understandable. There have been 4 attacks, I assume not including this one. Do they happen at any strange intervals? Like, is it one a week, or do you happen to remember that?
Every 30 to 40 days, as I've explained before.
30 to 40 days. Okay.
I can make you stay.
Trying to think of, like, what else to ask. Hold on, I'm racking my brain for this one. Oh, okay. Out of character question. When the cultists disappeared, did they disappear in a certain direction?
Just the direction of the wind.
The direction of the wind. Okay. Huh. So like they were being blown away.
Well, if you're Ash, you kind of get blown away, so yeah.
Ash.
Did you not hear that the first 3 times they said that they turn into black ash when they die?
No.
God damn it.
Gonna be 100% honest there. Nope.
God damn it.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got my thinky thought going on because we've seen black ash before when it's when people have died. When they've disappeared and gone away, have you guys noticed anything being left behind?
They shake their head, no, but they also haven't checked. It's difficult to do so when you're in the desert anyway.
Understandable. Okay. Alright, well, if there's anything that you guys can think of or remember, honestly, anything, even the smallest little, like, niggle in your brain, you know, it may genuinely help. So if you guys do think of anything, come and find one of us and let us know.
I mean, aren't you all going to be leaving soon? Because I did ask you to go near to try and see where they're coming from to put a stop to it before.
Yes, I mean, before we leave again, you know, if you happen to think of anything.
Depends on how quickly you're leaving. Because I would prefer if you did it as soon as possible. We have to continue rebuilding and making sure that everything here is running like clockwork, because if we stop, we're not going to be able to have enough food for the winter.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for at least taking the time to answer my questions. We really appreciate that.
I assume at this point, having had Sammy inform us of everything that went on, Locker's going to go through his notes, and I'm actually going to ask a question about when we met this woman in Tarantus, because he would have made note of things, but you said that she named party members, although maybe not correctly pronounced. Which party members? Was it everybody, or was it specific people?
I mean, specific, but I went to describe it as in it was random. Like, if you
Right,
want me
okay,
to
I was
name
just curious
specific
if it
party
was-
members, if you want me to name specific party members, it would be literally me just rolling. and
I was
picking
just
other
more
people.
curious, had it been like specifically members of what was Group A, or maybe just members of, you know, that were there when they traveled through time or anything like that, but it just seemed to be completely random.
It would be entirely random, yeah. It would be
Their
silly
reputation
things
precede
like,
us.
like instead of Dadas Kerven, it would be like Dadas Corvin.
Corvin.
Right, okay.
Instead of Lysandra, it would be like Lysandria. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. Like I said, I was just...
Alexandria.
Instead of Sammy, it'd be Samantha. You know, just
Yeah. Okay, that's no problem.
Well, Lysandra's gonna go back to the group, and she's gonna kind of relay what she heard. So, they didn't notice anything. I thought maybe, you know, the Black Ash, because we've seen this before. I thought, you know, maybe something was left behind, but there's literally nothing. They
You guys
haven't
have seen
even
the Black
seen
Ash
anything strange.
since the war?
Oh yeah, we
I mean,
saw it before.
not like this. We haven't seen any repeated attacks, but.
But Dr. Doctor,
Yeah, that
he
Lichy
turned into
bastard
Ash
turned to
too.
Ash. Yeah, so do a lot of undead generally. But usually we burn them, so that could also factor.
Well, we didn't burn Dr. Doctor.
No, we
He's a
didn't.
lich.
Yeah.
Like, I split him in half, you know? That wasn't burning him.
Like you meant something different with that.
Ooh.
A euphemism by split him in
Hey,
half.
Dr. Doctor. No, I'm kidding.
Hey,
Anyway.
considering Dr. Doctor, he may have been into it, so.
He may have been, but I am not into the things he is into.
Are you sure? He's got some thick, wet, pulsating tentacles. I mean,
Sure, but
sure they come
the-
from his mouth and his eyeballs, but
No, that's fine, but the
hangs out
the
with
tip
rotting
in
corpses and
fixation
sewer water.
is not good.
Did you get a chance to talk with that farmer that stopped off?
Yeah, so I also wanted to ask about the farmer and the person who handles like the animals before I leave. I wonder if maybe the animals have started acting strange. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that'll happen before events. But that's literally the only other idea I have. Nothing's gone missing. Nobody's noticed anything strange. They don't have a guard, but they do have, like, they said militant people, and
mean,
even
more
they
so why
haven't
he
brought
was-
anything to them.
I mean, more why he claimed that they only asked for supplies when they
That
didn't
too,
at all.
yeah.
I think that's pretty important to figure out why there's a difference there.
Yeah. Okay. I guess
Maybe
we
I
go
can-
talk to Pavlo then, because there's nothing else. It's very strange. Very strange.
Yo, why was he lying? Is it really just because he's a coward, or
Well, we don't know if he's lying. We know this information was wrong, according to someone else.
well, let's
Well, we
get
don't know that
you
it's
guys
wrong exactly,
Talk
but
to Pablo. I will go and see if I can find some tracks that we might be able to follow.
well, the desert wind will take them soon. But since people do want to go and talk to the farmers, there are technically 3 farmers. So how about 3 people? So there's 3 people from the party, 1 for each farmer.
We'll talk to Pablo.
Raza wanted to talk to Pavlo specifically,
Okay,
so I
so
guess we
Raza
let
to Pablo.
Raza do that.
All right. The other 2 are Norl and Rena, the husband and wife.
I'll go talk to Norl.
You're gonna talk to Norl, all right? And who wants to go talk to Rena?
I'll go talk to Reyna.
All right, you'll go talk to Rena. So we'll start off. We'll continue with Lysander since you're in the spotlight. That way we don't have to switch back and forth.
Oh, okay.
So Lysander, you make your way over to where Norl is, over here on the farmlands on the far left-hand side. You see that he is in the process of taking a break. He's just chewing on like a wheat stalk and counting the current stock that he has of the vegetables that he's been harvesting for most of that morning. When you approach, he gives you a warm smile. I'll say a hick smile.
Okay.
That's probably a little bit more apt, a little bit more accurate. And he goes, hey, good job. I didn't have to stop having my break. You just killed them all. And he just gives you a thumbs up before going back to counting his stuff.
Yeah, you know, it's what we do, so, glad we got it done very quickly at the very least. Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions, if that's okay?
Will it get in the way of my work?
No, not one bit.
Alright. As long as you're okay with me not looking at you.
Yeah, that is more than okay. I was wondering, so the first attack happened around when the grain was being brought in. Flurry told me that. Did you notice anything strange happening during that point in time?
During the first attack?
Mm-hmm.
He looks up to the sky. It looked like it was gonna rain, but it didn't. That annoyed me.
Oh, I mean, you know, I would be annoyed with that too. Rain is very important out in the desert. Was any of the grain missing?
No.
No? Okay. Did you notice any of the animals maybe going a little haywire?
I wasn't there that day, sorry.
That's okay. That's alright. Well then, have you noticed anything strange at all?
Does Pablo count?
Pablo does count. What's strange about Pablo?
Pablo sucks.
Okay. Why does he suck?
Have you met him? He sucks.
Oh, I heard him arguing with Florrie earlier. Does he do that a lot?
Every other day, yeah.
How long has Pablo been here?
And he starts to count on his fingers, and it's not in order. Like, he'll bring up his index, and then his pinky, and then his ring, and then, like, his middle finger on the other one, and then his thumb. I don't know.
So he's been here a while. If he's arguing so much with Florrie, why doesn't he leave?
He shrugs. Oh.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, you get back to work then. I hope you enjoy your break. It was really nice meeting you. Hopefully we can figure this out.
No, ain't you going out into the desert? At least that's what I heard.
Yeah, we are. We are.
I'm probably not going to see you anytime soon.
Probably not. But in the meantime, you take care, okay?
I'll do what I always do.
Cinder just waves and scuttles off.
Scuttles off. Pregnant scuttles off.
Yeah, pregnant scuttle. It's like a crab, only a pregnant crab. I don't know where I was
What
going
the
with that.
fuck does that mean? What are you saying?
Leave me alone.
She Zoidbergs away. What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Alright.
Alright, and then Sammy, you said you wanted to go and talk to Reyna, right?
Yes.
Alright. Well,
Sorry. Feeling better after having had her snack. She's just going to waddle her way over to Reyna.
alright. You and Lysandra would have gone in the same general direction, and then after talking with some of the other indescript townsfolk, you would have found that Reyna is, also in the same field as her husband, but she is much, much closer to the wall. When you approach, you see that she is in the process of de-weeding a lot of the things that are around the crops, as well as cutting out dead crops. She looks over in your general direction, to which she notices you waddling up to her, but she doesn't say anything. She simply watches you, and then turns to go back to her work.
Hello.
To which she'll glance over in your general direction. She'll go, ain't you lost?
No. I'm here to talk to you, if that's okay.
Don't think I'm all that important. You ain't from around here, so are you sure you ain't lost?
I am fairly certain, yes.
Alright. Don't know why you want to talk to me, but I ain't gonna be talking to you all that much. I'm in the process of working. What do you want?
Well, I had a couple of questions regarding this whole mess. You do seem rather busy, though. If I give you a helping hand, would you be willing to answer a few questions for me?
Either ask your questions or go elsewhere, little lady.
Fair enough. With a lot of this whole cultist mess, have you noticed if there's been anything strange going on? Either around when the attacks first started, or maybe here in the town? Like if anything's caught your eye?
Nope. All I do is work and hang out with my husband.
Fair enough. I miss mine. I noticed it seems like Pavlo doesn't really get along with the mayor.
Pablo doesn't get along with anyone. That's because Pablo's a coward.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
What's there to elaborate? He's a coward. As a matter of fact, I think his only friends are animals. I think that's because only the animals actually ever fucking listen to him.
Has Pavlo been around long?
Quite some time. He's one of our best farmers in that regard, dealing with the animals. But it's not anything that me or my husband would be able to handle if he decided to leave one day. Just a little bit extra work throughout the day.
Fair enough. Does Pavlo often get into disputes with people?
Almost every day he gets into a fight with someone. Blaming them for things. Making up rumors. Whatever the hell he feels like.
You mentioned rumors. What kind of rumors does he spread?
I ain't got the time to lay them all out here for you today. If you want to continue to ask your questions, ask your questions. We're not here to gossip.
Fair enough. I suppose the only other thing I could ask, when the attacks first started, whereabouts in the village were you? Like, did you notice anything out of place?
I was at home
Any of the
cooking.
animals actually? Fair enough. Can I do a sense motive to see if she's withholding anything?
Sure. She is not withholding anything.
All right. Sorry to take up your time. If you'd still like help with any of the field, I'd be happy to help out with for a little while.
Once more, the elf will turn towards Sammy and just give her a look. The equivalent of fuck off already.
Fair enough. Thank you for your time. Proceeds to waddle back to Lysander.
And then we get to
Sand was
Rosin.
cheering her on at the sides.
Raz will approach Pablo and say hello. And I had some questions regarding the cultist attacks.
Before you get to that point, roll for perception as you start to approach.
Oh boy.
Alright, so as you begin to approach where Pablo is located, you can hear him talking. However, you don't see anyone else nearby, but you also don't particularly see Pablo either. And as you begin to get closer and closer and his voice begins to get a little bit more clear, you see that he's talking to a couple of the cows nearby. They're not particularly paying attention to him. They're just doing as cows do, I guess, in that moment, just leaning over, walking around the field from time to time, grazing, eating. existing in the way that cows exist. And you can hear him effectively talking shit about Flory, where he is effectively complaining to this cow about how Flory insulted him and belittled him in front of all of these new guests, and it was entirely uncalled for, and he did nothing wrong. He was just trying to advise her because the town has been going through a lot lately, and she hasn't been doing her job as mayor. So he doesn't even notice you approach him, as he is effectively venting to this cow.
Rosin's going to speak up to try to get his attention.
To which, clear your throat and other things, he jumps, his hat falling off of his head, to which he turns to you and he goes, oh, okay, it's just one of you. Hi, and he picks his hat off the floor and puts it back on his head.
I had a few questions about the cultists. We're gonna try to track them north, and I need to know absolutely everything I can about them.
Well,
You seem like you had some important information. Can you share that with me?
well, why would you do that? They're only doing this because we won't give them what they want. If we just give them what they want, they'll go away.
And what do they want?
They just want some food and supplies.
Anything else? Did they mention anything else at all?
Well, why would they want anything else? There was just a lone man, he wanted some food and water, and that was it. And then if we sent him on his way, none of this would have been happening. Nothing at all.
As well not. Do you know the man's name?
I reckon I don't. I think I forgot.
Anything notable about him? Did he any unusual features?
No, I forgot.
Is there any other information you have? If they just wanted supplies, how are they affording? How can they afford these attacks repeatedly?
And he'll take a step back and he's like, why are you getting aggressive? Are you trying to say that I'm a liar?
Not at all. I'm just curious as what you know. Your story doesn't match everyone else's, and well, I need everything.
So you are calling me a liar, just because my story is a little different.
You have information that I don't, that's all.
Well, now I don't want to share it anymore, and he'll turn around and start to walk away.
Okay. Rosin's gonna leave too. I'm not bothering with this.
And as you walk away, you can go ahead and do another perception check.
I extended the olive branch. He doesn't want it, he doesn't have it.
Oh my god.
You hear him talking shit about you now. As you walk away to the same cow that he was complaining to.
Well, those cows are gonna hate me, I'm sure. But I guess I'll reconvene with the group.
Oh my god.
Well, are you going to say anything now that you're reconvened with the group, or?
Jack shit, he doesn't know a damn thing.
Okay.
Valid.
I guess everyone else more or less just hands over their information, which really isn't all that much, to be honest. Nothing that's particularly abnormal. To which, unless you all feel like doing something else, the only thing left to do is to go north.
Let's go, see if we can find any remnants of a trail. Do you have something else?
Yeah. I'm still really bothered by the Pavlo thing, but like, man.
Well, you can stay behind and chit-chat with him all you like. I'm going north.
No, I'm not staying behind a chit-chat with him. He'd probably hate me too at the end of it.
I am really bothered. The way he's just avoiding your questions almost makes him sound guilty. Like he's not just a coward, but a spy. Some informant.
He's the only one who's talking about food, but none of the food is missing.
Yeah.
If they were that hungry, they'd be trying to steal the food.
Yeah, why is he actively trying to make us stop finding the cultists? Sure, he isn't worried about us. Like he's protecting
maybe
his
he'll
own
let you attention.
secret.
I have a spell that can get me back to you guys quickly enough. If you guys want to go ahead, and I can ask him a couple more questions and see if that helps with something.
Are you sure you
Well,
want to
if
waste
you're not
enough?
gonna
You
interrogate
want to
him.
waste more time with that? To
Well, I have
interrogate a
I
cowardly.
I have a spell that makes me go more than 20 feet at a time. You know, I could get back quickly.
Yes, but you would be in the middle of the desert to which you need endure elements. Repeatedly. It's kind of why Nasa is kind of important here.
I thought our investigators had something that helped us with that last time in Kelmore.
We do.
It lasts like a full fucking day or some
You
shit.
could make me a potion!
Not to mention, if there were any tracks that could be made in the desert, they're probably all going to be gone if there's any gust of wind. So not only will you have to endure the elements, you'd also have to find us.
Yeah.
That is the important thing, yeah.
I'm just really bothered by this. I'm massively bothered by this, that's all.
I guess we're just
bothered
gonna
by
leave when
it.
we come back.
It's really fucking bothering me.
Be bothered
Well,
by it.
Sandra,
I'll just sit in the corner
it's a
and say
fact of the
smile.
world. It's a fact of the world that sometimes assholes exist, and that is it.
Tom will
think
just
he's an
come
asshole,
like,
though,
come
that's
back
the
and just go like,
problem.
you know,
Oh, okay, then
people
go-
lie.
Go give him a friendship bracelet then, why don't you?
You're just salty you got shit talked by to the cows, dude.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's happening here. Not that we need to track down these footprints, and you want to stay behind to talk to the hillbilly.
The longer you waste, the higher that DC to track is going to
Rosin's
be.
going fucking
Yeah, let's
north.
just
That's
go.
your plan from fucking square one.
Go,
here.
let's go, let's go.
I'm really bothered. I'm gonna be salty in the entire way through.
Alright,
Just
so
rumbling in the background.
3 communal endure elements is going to need to be cast, which they all derive from player characters first. Because of how much time you're going to be spending in it, even if you are following the tracks correctly. So, who is eating up these casts? Because it's going to be a minimum of 3.
What spell level is it for clerics?
Cleric is level 2.
I can,
I can do
that
one.
then. Yeah.
So Didas does 1, Lysandra does 1, who does the 3rd?
I'll do the 3rd.
Alright, Sammy does the 3rd then. To which case, it is going to be 2 perception checks from each person, but I'm going to do it in pairs, just so that I don't lose track of it. So I'll start off with Catan, if you can do Catan's perception twice,
Okay, will do. Give me a moment.
and then Leiku perception twice will be right after that.
All right, will do.
Oh, look at
Okay.
that one.
No.
Alright, so I'm just going top to bottom, so Didas, you were next.
Yep.
Locke is next. 69. Aw, yeah. No,
Next.
not
Oh,
in that
no.
one.
No!
Don't focus on the 1, focus on the 52.
Lysandra's turn.
You want them done separately? Sorry, yes? Yes.
Alright, then Reich. And then
Damn.
there's Rosin. And then finally Sammy.
Oh my god.
Oh
How?
my god.
How?
Oh, poor
I'm
Sammy.
hungry again.
He's so angry.
Alrighty.
I. I blame Locke.
I blame Locke.
We're nomad.
I blame Nomad.
Nomad. Nomad's not even here.
That's how you know he did it. He ran away.
Oh, I see how it is. That makes sense, yeah. Alright, so as you are all trudging through the desert, trying to follow the tracks that lead out from Doomstead, supposedly left behind by these cultists, they do eventually fade into the sand, but you make a pattern enough that you can determine that they are at the very least going in one continuous direction, which is vaguely northeast from where Doomsend is located. You trudge through the desert, casting communal, endure elements communal every now and then, simply due to the fact that, well, you need it in order to survive the desert. Thank you, dear, for distracting me while I'm doing this.
I'm sorry. I just responded to you immediately.
I know. I'll just say I may have explained it before. It's just supposed to be solid. I can't remember exactly what we talked about.
Okay. I can look up.
I was gonna say you might want to check the notes. And if I recall correctly, if it's not supposed to be there at all, then it's like a strip. It would all be together. It wouldn't be a whole. I say as vaguely as possible without trying
You
to describe what it is.
actually gave me 2 alternatives. We never concluded which one.
Then how about we talk about it a little bit later then, okay?
Okay.
Alright. As you're all walking in the desert, and the sun is now starting its descent. It's not entirely sunset yet, but it seems that it will start relatively soon. Those that rolled the highest, to which, highest so far is a 69 from Locke. Actually, it'd be on the second day, so 44, 46, 44 still, 50 from Lysandra. Yep, okay, so Lysandra, you are the one on that second roll.
Oh, yippee!
You start to see a figure walking in the direction towards the group. It's a bit hard to ascertain what it is, but you do know that it's easy to spot. Like, you can't make out the exact silhouette as to who or what they may be, but you can tell that something there, because they are walking around in some kind of solid gray outfit that contrasts very heavily with the sands of the desert. You point it out to the rest of the group, and they all eventually start to lean in and see it themselves, and you all continue to walk towards this particular individual, either out of curiosity or because the direction that you're going in is in that direction. Besides, if you can see them, they can most likely see you. To which I would like anyone with knowledge history to go ahead and roll. You need ranks in it at least. But knowledge history.
I'm gonna do the part
I
of
don't
fun
have
again.
ranks. We.
Turbo nerd.
Turbo nerd. Is it just you three with knowledge history?
Probably.
Not even like Leiku?
History. Let me just scroll here.
You didn't even check, okay.
No.
Alright. So it's
Yeah,
just
no.
those three. Going off of the top, with Locke. As the silhouette starts to come into view, you can see that they are carrying an object. At first, it kind of seems like a stick of some kind. And then as they get closer and closer, your eyes widen. Because you only know of one entity that walks around in a solid gray outfit with a stick that matches. Because the stick is getting longer and longer, the easier and easier you can see it. Because it's not a stick, it's a sword that's about 12 feet long. It's not an outfit, it's armor. Because against all odds, you have found the gray blade in the middle of the Ashen Wastes.
Mesa, do you detect anything over there?
It's too far out of her view.
And it's approaching us, yeah?
Yes, it is approaching you.
I think we found the Grey Blade.
Well, we're not supposed to attack him, so let's just see what happens, you know? And Lysandra just looks like she swallowed a lemon, not being able to attack this person.
Your hands on your weapons still.
To which, upon mentioning the Grey Blade, you all see that Nasa herself is gearing up for a fight.
Oh. Nasa.
We'll say that the Grey Blade is roughly 120 feet away. She can't see where the Grey Blade is, because her sight is only about, I think it's 40 feet. When did I check her sheet?
Want to be like 120 now?
No, it wouldn't be that large. Where's her life sense? Okay, no, her life sense is 30 feet, so they have to be within 30 feet for her to see.
Is the Great Blade just walking?
Yep, they are simply walking, coincidentally in the direction that you are headed, or from the direction that you are headed.
I think it'd be too early to cast haste on everyone as a preliminary action.
Might also come off as a little hostile.
Well, you can roll sense motive if you want to.
From this
I
range,
wanna
I
roll
can certainly
sense
try.
motive.
120 feet. It would be a higher DC, but
I want to try.
Yeah, we'll use her antennas.
I can only use
That's-
sense motive on a technicality because of Jack of all trades. I don't have any ranks in it.
I don't know if her antenna
is in
would.
attack position.
I don't even know if her antennas would actually have a
Doesn't even
range to even hit. Did you hear me, dear?
No.
Sorry.
Of course.
Your antenna probably don't have that range, he said.
If they're like 120 feet away, they probably don't have the range yet.
Let me see.
Because I know it allows you, it allows you to ascertain certain pieces of information, and sure, you'll still get the +4 bonus that you have for like your racial bonus and whatnot. But I think it would be too far away for me to even like give you that extra information. Because it's, while it has never been written down, it's always been implied that it's relatively short range. Like they have to be within like 10, 15 feet of you.
Okay, alright. Then I guess I'll roll this without my antennas.
Yeah. You still get the +4 bonus because, you know, sense motive and whatnot, but
Oh, okay.
you just don't get the extra information. You telling me I'm rolling this with antennas is so that I know as the DM to tell you their emotions.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. The only people who passed are actually Locke and Catan, or I guess Leiku.
Lake Coup.
And as the Grey Blade is approaching you, despite the fact that they are carrying out their blade to the side as if they are in some kind of wing stance, it is quite clear that they're not being hostile. Because if you can see them, they can see you.
Okay.
Yeah, is that being communicated to the party?
Yes.
I would assume so, yes.
Yes. There is no hostility that I can. It doesn't come across as hostile.
This desert's pretty flat, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. Maybe I should walk ahead and try to be diplomatic, because I have barge escape and I could quickly move away should anything happen.
If you wish to.
That might be a good idea.
Is that cool with the group?
Leiku can do much the same with her shadow walk, so she'll join you. It'll probably also help since she'll be able to sense any kind of impending emotions and relay that with message to you.
How does shadow walk work?
It's like Dimension Door, but specifically for shadows.
Does that work in a flat desert?
If there are shadows being cast, yeah. It depends on positioning.
Okay. We'll tell Guava
In
to
worst
stay
case,
here.
you can take somebody with you when you part escape
yes.
anyway, can't
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can. We'll tell Guava to stay here, please, and I guess Rosin will start walking faster to get ahead of everyone.
So Rosin and Leiku are commanding the group to stay where they are, and then Rosin and Leiku are going to approach the Grey Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Lysandra's keeping a close eye on Nasa at this point.
They saw a stance.
Yeah, she's just watching her, like, Lysandra's stance to tackle her if she has to.
Are you strong
like,
enough
she's gonna
to?
try.
Is Estelle with us?
No, remember you had a stealth stay
Okay.
back.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Roxy and you traded out Felicity for Roxy, basically. You approach, to which we'll say that you meet roughly 60 feet away from the group, to which, when you get there, you both stop and more or less stand your ground, to which the Grey Blade then stops right before you. And they are legitimately gigantic. At a quick glance, you guess that they are either 8 feet tall, if not just shy of it. And the sword that they're carrying is even larger than they are. And the fact that, at a closer look, that this sword is not so much of a sword, it's more like a slab of rock. It really shouldn't be cutting anything. But the fact that this particular individual is holding it in a wing stance, seemingly effortlessly as they are trudging through the sands, most likely showcases exactly how strong physically they are. To which they simply stand there and stare down at you. They don't say anything, but despite the fact that their entire face is covered, it is quite clear that they are examining you for something.
Leiku, you're gonna really have to help me get a read on this guy.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's what Leiku's definitely gonna do.
After that business with Leiku, I'm not too good at that. Rosin will clear his throat and call out, "We're a friend of Amy's. Are you a friend of ours?"
Leiku's just gonna look down at Rosin with like a raised eyebrow.
I assume that
But she won't say anything.
I assume that you were also going to roll sense motive to try and ascertain now that they're closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll. I'll wait for that before I answer.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh,
Okay,
nat 20.
Rosin won't try then.
I will
Hey,
I will give you the EXP, but you would not get any information. However, this is because you would immediately know, like the moment that you try and pry, that something blocks you, and it's specifically what they are wearing. Does that make sense? The armor itself prevents you from ascertaining that information.
I see. Okay.
So I will give you the EXP for it. Pushes everyone above 25,000 EXP so far. So good job. Clap, clap, clap.
Yay!
But I unfortunately can't tell you anything because it would be blocked by
Magneto
the
helmet.
And you would immediately know that it's the armor, and yes, specifically the helmet. You can tell that by doing this, that this particular armor is infused with the kind of magic that you have never encountered before. Because you know what new god magic kind of feels like, because you already cast that type of stuff every now and then. You've also seen clerics just emit it all the time. And you know what old god magic feels like because of the amount of times that you have interacted with cultists up to this point. This does not feel like either. As a matter of fact, it doesn't feel like it's magic from this plane of existence at all.
Okay. I see. Leiku's gonna convey all of that to Rosin with by casting message.
To which, while
Is
that
it
is...
telepathic?
Yeah, it's a telepathic thing.
Yes, it's telepathic, to which, you know, she's just gonna add tread carefully with this one. I have no idea where she got this armor from.
She.
I'm using she because I use she a lot. A lot of the women and all of the people in the campaign are she's.
Okay. Everyone
Looks
else
at all
calling...
the NPCs you've made.
Everyone calling them he, you going she.
Rosin's been using it.
You know what's fair, it.
Because Nasa was saying
I
it.
guess that's fair too. You also use an it. I say she because of looks at every single NPC cast Shame has made. They're all women except for like
That
3.
that is true.
Please. I like the movies.
I see what you are.
I know, but like I'm like doing art for like Rosin's journal. I'm like, damn it, I gotta draw so many fucking women.
That's true.
Alright, so... So, what was it that Rosin asked again?
We're a friend of Amy's. Are you a friend of ours?
To which, after a rather long and uncomfortable silence, they return the question with, "Who's Amy?" And when they speak, it is hard to determine what the actual focal point of the voice is. Because what I mean is that when they talk, you hear tones of a man and a woman speaking at the same time, but also an older man and an older woman, and also a younger man and a younger woman, and a child, just all overlapped on top of each other, undulating in and out to allow no particular voice to effectively control the voice.
It's like
I
Grave
don't
Mind.
like that.
Yeah, kind of like Gravemind. That's a good way to
Awesome.
describe it.
Well, let's let her read anything. Rosin will glance at her. Leiku,
What? I
still no reading on any of that.
Leiku's just gonna send back, at least with message, like, no, I can't read anything. This, whatever this is, I can't read them.
Yeah, we need to ask a
Amy.
question. Who is
Yeah.
Amy?
Amy, Amethyst is a friend of ours. Not a name familiar to you?
To which Leiku's just standing there like, I don't know any part of this conversation right now. I can't join in.
You cut out at the part. What was your explanation again?
Myself or Leiku?
You, Rosin.
Amy, or Amethyst, is a friend of ours. Is that a name that's familiar to you?
Their head will tilt to the side, and then tilt to the other side, to which they will respond with, did you manage to survive the New Year too?
I wasn't around then.
Disappointing. And then their head will raise, and they will look towards the group that is 60 feet behind you. And they will go, I recognize one of them. Is that Nesa Zen?
Rosin will simply nod.
I am surprised she is alive as well. I thought she would have died of old age by now.
Leiku mildly offended.
Where are you going? Why are you asking about Amethyst?
We were just told from Amethyst, presumably, that you were a friend. We're here tracking down some cultists that have been attacking a town to the south.
I would know nothing about that.
Why are you here?
To which their answer is a very simple, I don't know, after a rather lengthy wait. But yet the tone in their voice, despite all of the overlapping voices within it, sounds more concerned than anything.
Does Leiku have any thoughts on this?
Like,
Or still just blind panic currently?
I think Leiku would be initially quite terrified considering the stories that she has heard of the Grey Blade. But hearing them talk now, it just feels kind of odd. So, were you just wandering around here?
Searching for something.
Can we help? What are you looking for?
Dunes End.
Can Leiku read minds, like words, directly?
What do you mean by that?
Would you be able to read Rosin's thoughts currently, just passively?
No, that's not how that
Okay.
works. Not unless the spell message was active, but how message works is that she sends one, you send one back, and then the spell ends.
Yeah.
I see.
And considering that you've already answered, the spell has already ended.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, that is technically how it works, but yeah.
Dunesen, like the town that we were just at.
Are you
To
saying that
which-
out loud?
I'm saying this to confirm.
Out of character.
Out of
Out
character.
of character, yes.
Yes, Dunesend was the town you were just in.
I see. For any reason?
Is that still out of character, or?
No, this is in
Okay.
character.
Alright, so
I'll
you're
specify out of character next time.
Okay. So, what is your response to her? Him, it, whatever.
Breachiora.
Creatura. Now everyone
I'm
else is
kind of
confusing
convinced that
me.
it's just 5,000 snakes.
5,000 snakes, sure. So what are you going to tell this body of 5,000 snakes after they said that they're looking for Doomsend?
For any reason?
They will answer that they are lost, and Doomsend is how they know that they are no longer lost.
What's the range of message?
I can look that up. Massage.
Message.
100.
Damn it!
The rest of the party should be in range. It's 110 feet per level.
God damn it!
What? Who are you trying to message?
I was trying to message, Nasa.
She's in
Shouldn't she be
range.
close
They're
enough?
60 feet
Yeah.
away, remember?
She's in range? Okay,
Yeah, they're
alright, well,
60 feet away,
Leiku's
remember?
going to...
You have a range of 300 feet on this thing.
Okay, wonderful.
Keep in mind that you do point at people that you want to whisper at, so,
Oh god! Hey, Wait, you mean this entire time that I've been sending message to Roz and I've just been pointing?
yeah. Probably casually, but yeah. And they've been noticing every time.
Oh god fucking damn it. What's the point of trying to okay.
I mean,
Well,
you
no,
can
what you're
discreetly point your finger to someone that's next to you. It's not like you have to fucking finger guns and, hey, buddy. You can just casually lift a finger and point at them. Now, granted, it would be much harder to be discreet if you're pointing to the group behind you. But, yeah.
So you should finger guns it.
God damn it. Okay. Well. Anyway. Leiku wants to send a message to Nasa. Essentially, you know, telling her the Grey Blade does not seem hostile. Do not attack.
Wants to or is going to?
What?
You said Leiku wants to, so that doesn't tell me anything. Are you going
Okay,
to
she
do?
is going to.
Alright, Nasa's message in return is the word no.
She's gonna send one back. Texting.
Texting.
Nanane. She hasn't done anything yet, especially not to me. I know that she has done a lot of horrible things, but he could have... He's not doing anything right now.
It doesn't need to do anything. It deserves to die.
Anioni's tenants?
To which there is simple silence.
Okay.
Yeah, Nasa doesn't respond.
I guess Leiku will then address the Great Blade and go, how long have you been wandering around?
They think for some time, to which they list a number that is to the date of when the meteor fell.
Oh. Leiku does some quick maths and she figures that out.
In other words, the Grey Blade took the meteor directly to the face, and their first response was, I should go find Doomsend, and has been wandering around ever since.
Have you been wandering around without break?
To which the Grey Blade will respond with, "Do I need to?"
It's nice to have one every once in a while.
I can find one once I can find Doomsend. To which they will pause for a moment after Doomsend.
Hold on, out of character. YG, if you want to say anything at all,
Is the thing out of character? If Razin knew what you have been saying, he would be kind of weirded out because he does not trust this thing at all.
okay. All right.
Yeah, I guess you still can't get a read, right?
No,
At all.
no, absolutely not. Can't get a read.
Razin will speak up and just simply ask, "May you take off your helmet?"
No.
Will you bother us if we continue around you?
No.
You just look at Lysandra and shrug, and maybe we just give this thing a wide berth.
Lysandra.
Sorry.
Me, I'm
Like
there
you
now.
are, the other LA name that has the same amount of syllables.
Leiku is going to send a message to Razin, essentially go, I know this sounds really weird, but you brought up a name that I'm not quite familiar with, and I can't get a read on this thing. I want to sit it down and speak to him. They don't seem to be hostile, which is really weird.
They're still holding the wing stance, by the way.
No.
Just so that you're aware. They're still
No.
holding the sword out to the side.
Nuh-uh.
Has Nisa ever told you about what this thing has done?
Well, yes, of course she has. I'm fully aware, and I'm kind of surprised that even though in the face of their last combatant, he's not doing anything. And is rather confused and lost and a little sad and pathetic.
I can't trust it, and if you can't get an actual read on it, I really don't think you should either. You don't know, it could be lying to you.
I have a question, Greyblade. Are you aware of any cultist encampments around here?
Yes.
If you would be so kind as to assist in guiding me and my compatriots,
I can't do
then I will
that.
gladly help you. Why not?
I will get lost again.
What? Can you tell us directions?
They think for some time. And they say no. To which you are allowed to sense motive here.
Okay. Finally, I can roll. Even after my nat 20, I couldn't figure anything out.
The way that they tell you no isn't because they do not want to. It is because they personally think they physically can't give you the directions.
Lego sends another message to Rosin. Look at how pathetic he is.
Leiku, if you found a rabid dog that was sick and dying, would you still pet it?
She
I would
would.
cure it of rabies.
Yes, she would.
She would.
The fact that you even have to
I would
ask.
cure it of rabies.
Okay, well, let me ask something slightly different then. Are you able to keep Nasa in check while you have this sit down? Because I imagine Nesu wants to kill this immediately.
Liku's just gonna wince and then send a message back and go, unfortunately, I think I have, and I don't think she's particularly happy about it because I mentioned Ioni's tenants.
Okay. And if you are wrong, what is your plan B here? We are a little weaker than the Sister Zen and an army of 2,000 people, I think.
That much is true, but considering that the Grey Blade has identified Nasa and isn't combative, I don't see how this could be bad unless Nasa were to start it.
I would like the both of you to go ahead and roll for perception here.
I'm not particularly good at that.
As you're having your conversation of passing message back and forth, with you taking small glances between each other, up at the Grey Blade, back at the group that's behind you, and back to each other, you notice that the Grey Blade's head has begun to swivel back and forth between the both of you, and only when that person is talking.
Can we deduce the Grey Blade has heard everything?
You can go ahead and roll sense motive.
Great.
Oh, wonderful.
How? I don't have ranks in it. The only reason I'm able to roll is Jack of all trades says I can. That is it. That is the only reason why.
So, Rosin, the answer is yes, but not actually everything. They only started, I'd say, probably about 3 sentences into your back and forth.
You know what? Understandable. They probably thought it was weird that we were just not saying anything and just staring
Just pointing
at each
back
other.
and forth.
God damn it.
It is only a DC 25 for them to listen in, so...
Okay, well...
And, their thing is a 28 as a base, so... Considering that nothing is hostile at the time being, they can more or less just take 10. But yeah, they've been listening in for the last couple bits of it, to which they don't seem to be particularly insulted or pressed about it. They're just listening. As a matter of fact, it's very reminiscent to how a child looks back and forth between their parents talking to each other.
Except this child is 8 feet tall and looking down at us.
And like twice your age, most likely.
Look, I was really hoping that we get some information on Amethyst. That was the name of a friend of the Fakian sisters back in the orphanage. Probably the only actual friend they had. He died, as far as we were made aware.
Mm-hmm.
The Grey Blade
And,
will slowly tilt their head and go, "Oh, I don't think that's possible."
That he died?
That he can die, yes.
So it is a name that's familiar to you, or at least a person.
Yes. That's who I'm trying to find.
No, we don't know where he is. If it weren't for the note that he left regarding you, then we would have assumed that, yes, he is absolutely dead.
I know where he is, but I need to find Doonsend first.
What are you planning on doing once you find Doonsend?
I can find my way from there.
Ross is gonna look helplessly at Leiku.
Leiku's just gonna.
At this cultist fucking WMD asking where this innocent village is.
Literally said, I'm trying to find place A because I can find place B from place A.
Rosin does not trust the creature not to raise the town.
Yeah,
Regardless of what, Rosin has absolutely no. Rosin has been told repeatedly not to trust this creature.
Fair.
Why are you poking fun at the fact that he does not trust the creature?
Very fair.
Did Rosin communicate to Leiku that the Grey Blade can hear everything that they've been saying?
You both noticed.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just that Rosin knows the specific time. You just noticed.
Okay. I guess Leiku will just turn to the Grey Blade. Are you aware? Does the name Guava and Roxy sound familiar to you?
No.
Okay. This is tough.
Rosin has expressed his current desire to just avoid the Grey Blade and see if we can find that cultist on our own.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just. Leiku still wants to talk to this guy.
Is there any way you can talk to it one-on-one without endangering everyone else or yourself?
Leiku needs to extend an olive branch. She can't get a read on this person. It is impossible. They don't seem to be like a threat, even though expressly speaking, they were on the side of the cultists.
Wielding a giant sword.
Yes, wielding a
Winding it up
giant
like
sword.
a Dark Souls boss. Not a threat.
They're still holding it, by the
They
way.
don't seem to. Yeah, I know. They don't seem to act like it. Is what I mean.
I mean, you can ask them if you want.
Not even removing their helmet so we can see what they look like.
Well, that one you asked. I was talking about the sword.
Yes.
You could have asked about the sword.
Any chance of laying down your arms?
As in, give them to you? No.
Just put them on the ground. I can't carry that thing if I wanted to.
You can try.
I won't.
Was that an invitation?
To which they will then ask, does it bother you?
Yes. Yes, it certainly does.
A little,
Why?
yeah.
I'm carrying it so it doesn't drag on the ground.
It's a weapon.
Their head will
reputation
slowly
precedes you.
turn towards it. And then look back at the two of you. Okay. To which they will turn the blade and slowly sink it into the sand, to which you will watch as they somehow push this 12-foot long blade halfway into the desert effortlessly. POV, you're talking to the Grey Blade. Yeah, that's basically it.
And Link was like, see, they're not a threat. Right now.
How fast can you escape if they try anything?
Probably fast enough? I don't know.
Do you need me here to help you during this talk?
I'd say no. Lake was gonna shake her head.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head back to the group then and let people know what's going on.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Lake was just gonna thumbs up.
To which Rosin will turn around and leave and make his way back to the other group. To which the Grey Blade will turn their hand around and start to pull their sword out of the sand.
Did Rosin notice that?
He can probably hear it.
Is Lake gonna say anything to that?
Can you please put that back down?
Why?
Do you feel threatened?
No. I thought you were leaving.
No, I'm still here. I would still like to speak with you if that's okay.
Oh. And then the sword will go back into the sand a little bit.
Lake's just gonna turn around, thumbs up.
Why?
What?
Why?
God, is
To let Rosin know that Lake was not about to be attacked.
No, that's the Grey Blade asking why.
two?
Leiku about talking. Because Leiku said they want to talk.
Yes, okay, alright, perfect. Okay, that's all I want to know. Well, I am intrigued. If that's the best way for me to put it, I think.
Okay.
What?
I was waiting for you to say something. We just sat there for like 10 seconds
Okay,
uncomfortably.
God is uncomfortable with silence.
Greyblade is uncomfortable with silence. Also, Reich keeps laughing.
When you plan on going to Dunsen, you just plan on using Dunsen as a like a waypoint to try and find out and get to where you're going, right?
Yes.
You don't plan on hurting the people there?
Why would I?
Well, I've heard stories about what had happened. You're the Grey Blade.
Yes. Is there a war going on? Are you my enemy?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
And I'm not.
Okay. I'm sure those townsfolk are weaker than you. Why would I waste my energy on that?
I was just asking since, they've been having some issues with, cultists.
You mentioned.
And I was curious.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And from there, you're going to try and find your friend?
Yes.
Are you on a strict timeline?
He told me to go home when the war was over. The war is over, correct?
That is correct. It's been over for quite some time.
So I'm trying to get home.
Did he also tell you to join the war?
Yes.
What did you do before the war?
Nothing that I would want to tell you.
Okay, that's fine. So you don't work with the cultists anymore,
No.
since the war is over?
They lost. They are weak. So no.
I see, so there would be no reason to continue fighting, at the very least, with Nasa.
No.
How did you survive the meteor?
I was stronger than the meteor.
Okay. I'm sorry, how long is it taking for the group to hear all this information and then come over?
I thought they were staying there.
Well, Rosin was gonna go back and relay information to the group.
Mm-hmm. But, do they have any reason to approach the Grey Blade? I thought you wanted the one-on-one.
Yeah.
Leiku just wanted to talk to the Grey Blade. If other people want to, they feel free. They can walk up. Leiku doesn't feel like the Grey Blade's a threat.
And Rosin
Yeah,
does not want to
Lysandra's
go.
actually kind of curious too. She wants to go.
Rosin
See, that's
doesn't
what
want
I
to
mean.
go back, but
Yeah.
he will Guava that it does seem to know who Amethyst is.
how much detail is Rosin going into?
As much as he possibly can remember.
I would like to point out a small detail that the name Amethyst has never shown up in the campaign. It's always been Amy.
Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, so whatever.
I just don't feel like correcting it because it's funny to me. It's Amy Thirst was the name that you gave.
Yeah, we did get a last. Fuck off.
It's not Amethyst, it's Amy Thirst.
It's close enough, you know.
That's why I'm laughing, because it's amusing.
You should
What
perish.
Rosin opened up just saying Amy, and that apparently wasn't recognized. And then after it was explained to be Amethyst, oh, suddenly.
Yeah, I know. I'm just treating it as Amy Thirst. But it's fine. It's whatever. It's amusing to me. But Guava does not know an Amethyst. She knows an Amy.
Then he said Amy, because Rosin doesn't know Amethyst either, and he would have pulled it out of nowhere, and it's a meta
fine.
mistake.
It's
you
whatever.
Fucker.
Who cares? It's funny.
Well, then pretend that it didn't get said. I don't know what to tell you.
It's fine.
Rosin made up this strange name out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Suddenly babbling complete nonsense.
He mumbled the pronunciation of Amy Thirst and just pronounced Amethyst.
Yeah, strangely. Anyways, Rosin explained that the creature seemed to know Amy, but he doesn't know what the relation would be beyond that.
To which this
Aside
would
from it said
obviously
that,
pique the interest of Guava and Roxy, to which they would look at each other for a moment, and then immediately start running over to where Leiku is.
Rosin's shoulders drops and he'll follow behind them.
But damn it, Roxy's going, Rike's going.
Lysandra was already going, like she's gone by now.
Who Amy is.
What was that, Locke?
I suppose Locke would be curious as to who Amy is and why everybody seems interested in this person.
I was gonna say, yeah, Locke actually doesn't know who the fuck Amy is. I think Didas
Both me and
doesn't
Duras
even
have
know.
no idea.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, you and Didas
can-
just don't know.
I can just stay back with Nasa and hold her back so she doesn't run
Good
in
luck.
and start slapping the guy.
Nasa is actually going to start walking with the rest of the majority of the group. Simply because the rest of the majority of the group is going. Like, Lysandra's going, and then Guava and Roxy are going, Rosin's following, and Rike's following, and then Locke is going because
like
he's
everyone's
curious,
going.
and because Locke's going, Sylvie would be going with him. Which would literally just
Okay,
leave,
sure.
like, Nasa,
So
Didas, and
everybody's
Sammy.
going.
So I guess
Yeah, then
everyone
we
is now
might as
approaching.
well, I guess.
To which, in the middle of your conversation with the Grey Blade, it would have been interrupted
Okay.
by both Guava and Roxy, to which they would have just started pestering the Grey Blade with various questions about Amy, to which, of course, it starts off with the fact that the Grey Blade doesn't know who Amy is, despite the fact that the connection has already been made. To which, Rosin, I guess you would interject for a brief moment to reiterate that connection. Or I guess Leiku, whoever. I don't think it particularly matters. And as you listen in to these questions back and forth, it's a lot of information that I've already said before, where the Grey Blade states that Amy can't die, so it doesn't make much sense as to why he would be dead. It states that he's trying to get to his house, but they're lost, and is trying to get to Dunesend so that they know where they are, so that they can get to his house. And various questions like that. To which both Roxy and Guava are in this odd state where it's a mixture between excitement and confusion and like a little bit of anger, but mostly confusion, if only due to the presentation. When Nasa approaches, she asks a singular question, which is if the Grey Blade is going to fight her. And the Grey Blade answers, no. because you're too weak.
Ooh!
Nasa doesn't like this very much,
Ow.
but she does stay quiet after the fact.
Ooh! Yikes. Lysandra looks like she wants to ask a question, so she's gonna look up at the Grey Blade, and she's going to go,
Literally
So-
breaking your neck to do so.
yeah, pretty much. She's gonna say, so you know Amy,
Yes.
right? And you don't know these two, and she points to Guava and Roxy.
No.
Do you know who the Golden Man is?
Everyone here roll for perception.
Oh boy.
I love perception rolls. Wahoo!
Perceiving. God
Oh my
damn
god,
it.
2 2s.
3 2s.
Oh man, just short of another 69. Haha, nice.
Nice.
Everyone not named Leiku, apparently. You all watch as the casual grip that the Grey Blade had on their sword immediately tightens in extreme, visceral anger. They will not say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Then
sword
Lysandra.
will begin to very slowly withdraw from the desert.
We hate him too.
Like, what?
We hate him too.
Yeah. I'm not asking because I want you to see him or know him. We don't want to see him or know him, but these two have been affected by him, and that's how we know Amy. I'm not trying to irritate you or anger you.
The Grey Blade will slowly turn their head towards Guava and Roxy, and the sword will start to withdraw back into the desert. Oh. Then you want to see him too.
Amy?
If you are affected by... And then there's just a long pause. Then do you not want to see Amy?
Oh, we wanted to see him for other reasons, but yes, that too, yes.
Then I can take you there. I just need to find Doomsend first.
Can you come with us to deal with the cultists first?
No.
Not even if we take you to Doomsend? Because we
No.
really gotta deal with those first.
The Civil War is over. I am not taking any sides. I would lead you to where they are, but I would get lost.
What if we have someone wait with you outside?
It's not a matter of waiting. I need to go find Doomsend.
Can you at least wait for us there? Since we seem to want to see the same person, and you are the only one who knows where that person is.
At Doomsend,
Yes.
I can do that.
One more question.
Well,
That person whose name or title I'm not going to mention because it severely irritates you, can he also not die? Like Amy? and he'll audibly exhale. And then turn to the group. I don't think there's any harm in telling them.
Telling them what?
Where the place is.
Oh, Dunesend. Well, as long as they wait for us, I mean, that would be fine, right?
Vivi raises a hand and says that she can lead the big scary man back to Doomsend. She doesn't seem afraid. As a matter of fact,
volunteers.
As a matter of fact, she seems quite elated and happy at this particular thing.
Oh boy.
Anyone else want to go with Vivi?
I can go with Vivi. You guys have Nasa. You don't quite need me.
Vivi shakes her head and goes, "Nah, I want Daisy," and points over at Daisy, who's always in the back of the group, just casually hiding away from everyone.
Vivi, you're both children, though. You still need an adult with you.
Nuh-uh, I am strong, and she'll flex.
You're very strong.
To which the Grey Blade will go, "Oh." And Vivi will go, "Yeah!" And then the Grey Blade will just lean down and casually swing an arm at Vivi. And you'll watch as Vivi's body slowly folds in half around the arm. It gets flung about 10 feet away.
Okay, maybe we don't do that to children.
And the Grey Blade will look over to where Vivi got flung, to which Vivi is just giggling like an idiot at this, despite the fact that it did hurt.
Catan is big frowning.
Yeah, Lysandra is too. Big frowny with Catan.
And the Grey Blade will go, "Oh, no."
Lysandra looks over at Catan and goes, "Do you want me to go with them?"
Vivi
Catan...
While this is going on, Vivi will stumble up onto her feet and then fall back over into the sand and then raise a hand going, "Cleric. Pink cleric lady."
She goes over and picks Vivi up and heals her, just pats her on the head and goes, "Okay."
What healing spell are you going to use?
Literally, I am just... What? I mean, she's pretty buff by now, right? She's a child, but she's going to... I mean, I assume she has a lot of
cure
HP.
spell.
Yep, Cure Critical Wounds. It's a 4th level spell.
Right. You don't need to roll for it, but mark that it's been cast.
Yeah. It's one of my domain spells.
And she'll go, "Thank you."
Yeah, you're welcome.
Catan is like visibly uncomfortable with the thought of leaving Vivi with the Grey Blade, even if they don't seem like a threat right now. It could be one, and Vivi would not be around for it. I think Catan would elect that at the very least, have other people go with Vivi. Say the heavily pregnant people.
Which means Lysandra probably shouldn't, because she is also heavily pregnant.
No, I think she's saying for us to go, right?
No, the heavily pregnant people also join because we don't know what the situation is with the cultists.
True, but that also means that you would probably need all the numbers that you wish. But Vivi, seeing that Katana's talking about this and being upset, she'll look back up at the Grey Blade and start talking back and forth, asking if the Grey Blade is going to hurt her or her sister, that being Daisy. To which the Grey Blade answers, "Not unless you want me to." To which she'll look back at Catan with like a big smile, like she just made like a proud diplomatic stance.
Catan's just gonna pinch the bridge of his nose, and he's like, I don't know if I can trust that.
And then she'll frown, and she'll turn back, and she'll like, "Do you pinky promise?" And the Grey Blade will stare down, again, pretty confused at this particular notion. And then their head will tilt and they'll go, "Do you know Amethyst too?" And Viva will go, "Huh?
Who's that?
Amy." We already made the connection to Amy and
Nice
Amethyst.
one,
I can use it
Rob.
interchangeably.
God
Relax.
damn.
Stop being a butthole.
That one was spiteful too.
It was. And she'll tilt her head, and Vivi will respond by tilting her head in the same way, and she'll go, "Huh?" And the Grey Blade will reiterate, holding out the hand and wiggling their pinky, saying the pinky promise. He does that too. And she'll go, "No. Do you pinky promise not to hurt me?" And she'll raise her hand up as high as it can go. And the Grey Blade will think for a moment, and you all watch as this 8-foot towering behemoth of a creature kneels down to Vivi's height so that their arm is relatively level and makes a pinky promise with a 4'8" child.
Vivi's taller than Lysandra?
Well, yeah, she's still
Lysandra's
growing.
that short? You're
Oh,
tiny.
Jesus Christ! I'm sorry, that caught me off guard.
You know, I often forget that Lysandra's a knife here.
What?
What do you mean, what?
What?
You're short.
Oh, okay.
Okay, whatever. Why was that such a shocking thing?
Tom's just gonna sigh. This is an argument he clearly can't win, and he does have to at least try. He's going to turn to the Grey Blade and go, Dunsen has a problem with cultists. And I know you said that you will not take any sides. That is completely fine, but my daughter is one of the most important people in the world to me, and if she's going to be there with you and cultists arrive, protect my daughter.
Okay.
Katan's just gonna shift his eyes over to his daughter, Vivi,
Who's got this
and
big...
hold out a pinky and go, "You pinky promise."
To Vivi or to the Grey Blade?
To Vivi. His eyes will shift over to Vivi and then shift back to the Grey Blade, and he's gonna flex out a pinky and go, "You pinky promise."
Like I said, is the pinky promise to Vivi or to the Grey Blade?
To the Grey Blade.
The Grey Blade will stand back up proper, unhooking their finger from Vivi, to which Vivi has just the biggest, excited, happiest grin on her face. There's also a little bit of shit eating in there, but you know. And the Grey Blade will do the same thing. Pinky promise with Catan and go, "Do you know Amethyst?"
Maybe. I will need to confirm when I see him.
Oh. Then how do you know this?
So I was just gonna blink, really confused. Like, this is a pretty common gesture amongst people, especially of her size. Points at his daughter.
The Grey Blade's head will turn and look at Vivi. Vivi will just smile back up. And then look back at Catan. And then with their other hand point at Catan and go, "He's more your size."
What?
My brother means children.
Amethyst isn't a child.
No, but it's usually taught to children.
Oh. They will return back to their sword, grip it, and start to calmly pull it out of the sand. After which, when they're done, they will hold it out wing style again, looking over at Vivi, and rather politely ask Vivi to leave. To which Vivi and Daisy turn around and start marching their way back to Doomsend.
Wait, they need protect from elements, don't they? Maybe an extra bottle or something?
Well, who wants to give them 3 bottles of it? Because they're not going to be
Wait,
around,
why-
so they'll need the bottles.
Someone better supply my
3?
children with this.
Because you needed 3 to get here.
Oh.
Yes, locked.
Don't forget your
Lock.
sunscreen, Vivi.
Lock, if you want to do 2, I can expend 1 more.
Yep, that's fine by me.
Alright, so Lox expends 2, Sammy expends 1. And then Daisy, Vivi, and the Grey Blade all walk off, looking like a scene out of My Neighbor Totoro. And for another
Stay
reference...
safe, sweetie.
And for another reference, you hear Vivi going ding ding, ding 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 as they walk through the sand.
Katana's just gonna call after his daughter. Goodbye, safe travels. Make sure you drink the potion. Don't die. If you die, I'm gonna be really upset.
Oh my god.
Katana's
So, I got
then
a
going to
message from
flump on the floor because this is the first time he has been away from his daughter.
She'll be okay.
He is just going to continue watching until their silhouettes disappear over the horizon.
In other news, I got a message from my work. I'm supposed to go do diabetes training for my job tomorrow. And it says, you have been uninvited to the diabetic training tomorrow. There will be a second group and all of you will be in it. And it's from my supervisor. So I know she's not being mean, but it reads
You're uninvited!
so terribly. You're uninvited.
You were invited, but I'm rescinding it. Fuck you.
You're not allowed to go to my birthday party.
You're not allowed to go to my birthday
Rips
party.
up your invitation into smithereens.
Produces a second one. It's just funny. It's just funny the way that it's phrased. Alright. Well...
Upon watching the children and the Grey Blade leave, Locke is just going to turn back to the group and just say, so who the hell's Amy?
Old
Wait,
friend of ours from the whole orphanage ordeal.
Roxy will answer,
When you-
to which the tone will be rather sad, and she'll go, just a fruit salesman.
When you say the orphanage adventure, when you travel through time.
Correct.
like, go and hold Roxy's hand.
And I did not say adventure. Adventure implies some whimsy and fun that was not there.
Roxy will chuckle at that and go, yeah, that's true.
Like, who's gonna frown?
Well, Amy did throw a black hole at that fuck.
And apparently, they're still around?
Yeah.
It didn't make contact ever.
Well, I'm gonna need a perception check from everyone again to continue on your merry
Okay.
path.
Wow.
Okay.
Sammy not rolling well today.
It happens. Sometimes
You
the
always
bottom's
roll
like
an
that.
investigator. You get like, yeah, what are you talking about? You did better than anyone else here. Oh, this sucks.
Somehow still rolled higher than Locke, too. By 1. God damn it.
You're so spoiled with your class.
You're losing, Rat. Come on. You letting the monkey take the
I
lead.
think Locke's winning today. You did triple nat 1 today.
That scream was visceral. The fuck?
So,
A spider was just on my leg.
Oh no!
don't worry, it was just me.
It's Gosa. It's your friend.
No, it was a black widow.
Don't
You're supposed
worry,
to stay by the door.
don't worry.
You
it's-
have those
it's-
that far
it's
up north?
just me.
Kitty.
Yeah, I hope you killed that.
Phoebe is not
Oh.
supposed to be here.
No, we keep
Not
her in the
anymore.
house. Her name is Stella. I don't know why she's here. Her web's by the door.
I would not trust a black widow in my house, I'm just saying. That is not a pet spider. That's a bad spider.
Oh, the Black Widows actually aren't as bad as the reputation is. It's usually the brown recluse that'll fuck you up.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
recluses that are bad. Northern widows tend to be pretty docile.
Okay. I still don't trust anything that's poisonous.
Well, it's
Venom?
venomous,
They're
not
not-
poisonous.
They're not poisonous.
Yeah,
They're venomous.
I just corrected myself on that one too, because I always get
At the
this
same
confused.
time.
Poisonous is if you eat it. Venomous
Yeah.
is if it eats you.
Are you ready to
Regardless,
continue?
can we get back on track?
Yeah, so we're good.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Alright, so you continue on the path that you were going before with, I guess whoever rolled highest on perception, which I think is Sammy. Sammy more or less directing the group in the general direction as to where they were going before. The footsteps have all entirely vanished up to this point, but at the very least, with a strong sense of direction, you do manage to find what is a fortress, a leftover fortress from the Civil War. It has been made and created atop the sands here, and it's difficult to ascertain who may have made it. But one thing's for certain is that it appears to have been long abandoned. So much so to the point that the fortress itself careens to the right and almost looks like a sinking ship, except instead of sinking into the sea, it's sinking into the sand itself. A lot of it is entirely dilapidated. A good portion of the walls have been partially destroyed. But yet, as you all approach, the front gate is entirely barred and locked. It seems that the only way that you would be able to get in is if you were to climb the ramparts. Which, granted...
Climb, you say?
Which, granted, are actually relatively close to the ground. It is a 50-foot climb up to the ramparts, but climbing up the ramparts does seem to be your only way in. Unless, of course,
Communal
you can fly.
spider climb!
I'm gonna
And the-
fly.
The gate's
Me and
also
Poppet are flying.
barred, so someone can't just unlock it from the other side. Is it? What kind of
Actually,
bar?
no,
Like a
someone
lock bar,
can. I completely forgot that someone has the most ridiculous of spells.
Ah!
Okay, well then.
So-
Did you want to do
Right will
something?
actually move
Okay, you
up
can
to
go ahead.
the door and cast Keyhole. And then he will point at said keyhole
Oh, it's
and,
not even
and
here.
just says,
I can't even do the spell info for it. No.
Oh,
and he'll just say, "Lock, would you please?"
Well, no one knows what this spell does, so I need to actually go.
Or he just points at the keyhole.
I need to go to the actual spell. So Keyhole is a spell that Reich and I found. It is completely worthless, but it has some of the most hilarious roleplay uses. It says, by touching a single door, gate, or other portal, you can create a keyhole where none existed before, or double the size of an existing keyhole, but we don't care about that part. A conjured keyhole allows you to peer through the door, if it is a door, albeit with much more limited perspective. It also allows a sealed door to be locked or picked if it couldn't before.
Oh boy.
Ah. Okay.
Completely forgot about the spell.
Enjoy it. That might be the only time you're using it this campaign.
Oh no, it'll come up a couple of more times. It's
Okay.
just really funny that it's coming up now. I thought it would come up later.
Okay. So, we need a disabled device check then?
Yep. To which I'm pretty sure
I don't
you
have
have
any
the
part.
highest.
I do not need to change that string in the slightest because it's exactly the same as my perception.
Oh, not a 69.
Wait, I actually have
Haha, nice.
I have a higher disabled device than Locke.
Oh.
Wait, what? How?
Yeah.
Crime. Illegal.
He did the British thing.
What?
Oh wait, you have a higher dex than I do. God damn it.
Way higher. I've got a +9 in my dex.
You don't have like a lock picking kit or something that boosted any further or something?
I do.
Oh, Sammy also does. Never mind.
I always feel
Master
that I have
of
that,
Doors
there's only a
against
+2.
portals.
Are we allowed
Regardless,
to
I'm pretty sure a
continue?
68's enough, right?
Yeah, we're waiting for your response.
I was waiting for people to be quiet. So, and I'll move Catan simply because I'm lazy. So, the group stands over here on the gate at the front, and Locke, after watching Reich just generate a keyhole on it, stares back and forth and goes, okay, I guess, and starts working at the lock. And after about a minute or two, you hear that faint click, and the gate starts to raise normally, pulling itself out of the sand and back up into its original position.
Huh.
And then you step inside, to which
I'm
actually
going to
have to
slightly
go-
retcon what you just said there, because of Master Explorer, I can pick any lock as a standard action.
Okay, well, it took you 6 seconds. Oh, wow, okay.
I feel it's important for the viewers at home.
It's important for the viewers at home.
It's important context.
The lock fan base must be sated.
The Locke fan base must be sated, yeah. All 6 of our watchers. The joke here is that there's 7 of you.
There's 7 viewers on my end.
Same.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so you effectively just walk through the main gate and you find yourself in this generalized area. We'll call it room number 6, to which everyone here can go ahead and roll for perception.
May we also roll for stealth after this is done?
If you feel that you need to, but you won't get any points for it because you don't need to.
Oh, Catan nat 20'd.
Alright, so going off of the nat 20 for Catan, you all look around the room and pretty much everyone else... Actually, let me double check. Everyone else that isn't Sammy, actually. To everyone else, it's basically just an empty room, disheveled, items knocked over, places just torn apart by war or a battle of some kind that just kind of left everything else in disarray. But Catan, as you start to walk through, you notice that It's random, but deliberately random. As if people came in not long ago and knocked everything over for the purpose of it looking knocked over, so that it would look like it's not currently occupied. But yet, as you examine the room itself, and even the nearby rooms that are connected to it, hell, even peering through the archer nest that leads out into the courtyard in the center of this particular castle, there's no one here. And there's no traces of anyone here. Creating this catch-22 situation, a situation that effectively should not exist. Because if everything here was knocked over relatively recently to look like no one is here, but yet there are no actual traces of anyone being here, what's going on?
Katan's going to raise a hand and essentially whisper to everybody, I don't like the look of this. He's going to relay all that information.
Can I use true seeing?
Yeah.
I was about to ask, does my true sight do anything here?
No.
I'm using it anyways too, because I already said
cast
I
it.
was using it.
Yeah, no, you cast it, and there's really no change. Nothing's invisible, nothing's being covered up through an illusionary spell or anything along those lines.
Can I use like sense motive? Like, can I sense if there are any like emotions outside of us?
No. If you're
Okay.
referring to Leiku, she does need to be able to see her target. If you're referring to Catan, you can't really sense motive an object.
Well, I was referring to Leiku because Leiku's the only one that I thought could be able to do this.
And if you were to ask Nasa if she can see anything like anything living,
She can't, I know.
She will say no. She doesn't see anything. Because remember, she can see
Nasa?
through walls, technically.
Constructs either.
In Nasa, how common is it for fortresses like this to have survived the meteor?
She thinks for a moment and goes, well, it depends on how far away we are from the impact site. I don't think there would be many fortresses that could have survived the aftermath, and if they did, they'd probably be in absolute disarray. And you know, as she's walking, because the whole castle's like slanted by almost like 30 degrees, and with her walking around and noticing that everything's slanted, she would go, to me, I guess this fortress happened to be just far enough outside of the radius to not be completely obliterated, but considering that it feels like I'm walking uphill all the time, it probably isn't unscathed either.
Okay.
She will then latch on to Leiku, for Leiku is now her walking stick.
Yay!
Oh, another question. Nasa, did you detect anything with the Gray Blade? Were they living?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Was it because of how I asked it?
No. Because there was no body shape. It was lines.
Lines.
Lines. Asymmetrical lines that went from the floor to their head. Like scarring or stitching. But nothing else.
Yeah, have you ever sensed anything like that before?
No. know that there are some cultists that I can't see and some cultists that I can. But considering how this creature fought, it wasn't mindless. It wasn't out of desperation. It was methodical, and everything was purposeful, which usually means that the person is alive. And those movements never changed when I was observing them.
That is odd. Okay.
Is there any exit to this room, to another adjacent room?
Yeah, you can go into
There's
7
some-
or 8, which are on the left and right.
I guess we're also going to 8 and investigate.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll just move Catan since I presume that the group is following. When you enter 8, it's pretty barren. There used to be, or you can guess there used to be weapons here, because there are some weapon racks that line the wall, but the weapon racks themselves seem broken, splintered, shattered, and destroyed, and there's no weapons on them anyway.
Anything else of note in the room?
Nope, that is it.
Can we head north?
Can you swim around?
Can I? Is that an actual doorway on the map, or is that
Yeah,
a
it's a
funny
doorway.
DM pretends it's a wall?
No, it's a doorway. You can go north, to which it's just a hallway. The courtyard in question opens up to the left again, and as you go through, you find yourself in room 19, to which there are a couple of doors in this hallway. You know, one to the right, there's 4, one directly in front of you, and the other 3 that go to the left, and there's a hallway that is all the way over on the left that seems to go north even further.
I think we should check this closest room first if we can.
You open the door and you see that it is a latrine.
Okay, I will go into another room now. If someone wants to dig their hands in the toilet, you can have fun.
This isn't Silent Hill 2, unfortunately.
I was about to say, so who's James?
You open up the next door, and it seems to be some kind of sleeping quarters. Again, everything here is covered in dust, mildew, mold, various forms of things of that nature. If it hasn't already been broken or destroyed, it does seem like it's been in some form of decay. For example, the bed itself looks so... the wood of the bed looks so rotted that just the lightest of breeze would cause it to fall over. And the next 2 rooms are pretty much the same, except that the next 2 rooms seem to be more like a barracks style room rather than a singular bed.
What's the climate like in here? I'm surprised we get mold out in the middle of the desert.
Well, mold grows whenever there's any form of moisture, and if moisture gets
Yeah.
trapped, even in extreme heat, it will grow a mushroom.
Okay. Well, is there anything we know in these rooms? We look under beds and mattresses, see if there's anything hidden.
You flip over all of the mattresses, as you have been trained to do in my campaigns. And unfortunately, this time around, all you find are termites and ants in an all-out war with each other.
Oh, my Pavlovian training wasted.
All that Pavlovian training wasted, yeah, I know.
We're not done yet.
No, we still have a hall and other things to look through in these rooms if you really want to. The cultist habitat would come from somewhere, and this is a big fucking cultist fortress, so... Is there anything specific you want to look at, or are we continuing down the hall? Okay, we're continuing down the hall to the north, please.
Okay. You go down the hallway, and as you go through, does anyone have the knowledge engineering? I guess would be the role that you would do.
I do.
So anyone with
Yeah, I can
knowledge engineering, you can go ahead and roll.
Damn, I have no ranks,
I
but
will
actually have
use
it.
my bardic silly for the final time today.
I don't have that, so
Lock almost nat 20.
I already declared that I would use it, so I have to.
Just waiting for Sammy. Since.
Yeah, for some reason the bot was just taking a sec.
Okay. So to the three of you, this does feel a little off. Fortresses are usually clean, symmetrical. If there is a hallway down below, there is usually something on the second floor, you know, vice versa. Sure, there may be some mild discrepancies here and there, but the main reason why they are built in such a symmetrical fashion is because it makes them easier to build and easier to defend. But this hallway doesn't follow the symmetry. As a matter of fact, this hallway looks like it's relatively new, dug out from the sand and the rock that hides underneath to effectively build a basement underneath what is effectively a sinking fortress.
I think we need to be on guard going down here. There's a reason this has been built recently. So, down here is probably the source of whatever the hell is happening in town.
Yep. So let's go in quiet.
Alright, everyone can go ahead and roll for stealth if you wish to go in quiet.
I do. That's a good idea.
My poor stealth.
Poppet also has to roll for stealth, since the puppet is
That's
with
not
you.
gonna happen. Oh, okay, nat 20. Jesus fucking Christ, why am I doing this? Why do I suffer? Okay, Poppet.
I misread your name as Sibslabia.
Sibslabia? Uh-huh,
Sibslabia,
really?
Yeah.
Labia? Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I misread the name as.
Thanks.
Just being honest.
Thanks. I'm glad that's what we think of, you know, now. You know, I mean, it's kind of on point. I am a thirsty ass bitch.
So,
I'm just saying.
you make your way down the staircase, further and further down into the rock underneath the sand. And the smell does start to grow a little bit foul in the way that decay smells. And it's not particularly pleasant or comfortable, but you make do. And once you get down to the bottom of the stairs, you all notice that there is a rather thin miasma on the floor. A rather dark violet miasma that's on the floor. It's only covering your ankles, but there is a miasma on the floor.
Can we do any checks to see if we know what it is?
You can do a knowledge arcana check.
Same,
Can I
the
do
same stuff in
psionic?
Marvel, is it?
It would be a knowledge arcana check.
Oh, okay. I still have knowledge arcana, so I'm gonna do it anyways. I just figured I would ask.
Yay! That's from Laku.
Hmm.
That's from Leiku.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, baby girl.
Is this everyone?
I think so.
I don't
Not
have
even-
it.
Not even Catan?
Kid Catan doesn't have any ranks in it.
Oh, I'm surprised. Well, that nat 20 brought me to 50,000 EXP. Clap, clap, clap.
Well,
And so as you're all walking through, making your way over towards the door, you notice that the door is, obviously locked. So Locke gets in position to begin to pick it. Obviously still studying the area around you. Locke, you can't quite manage to figure it out. Lysandra, you can't quite manage to figure it out. Rosin, you can't even quite manage to quite figure it out. And Sammy, you're also equally as lost. But Leiku, you continue to stare at this because it does seem familiar to you. You aren't entirely sure why, but you remember at least someone describing it. And then you have an epiphany, and Leiku leans over towards Catan and asks him about the miasma that his parents used to use on the kids to make them go to sleep. And Catan looks back down at the floor, and his eyes go wide. But before he can announce to the rest of the group that they need to get the fuck out, you all pass out.
Oh
Wonderful. Yeah.
no. Oh no.
And that's the end of today's session, so we will meet up next week.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Awesome.
Wow. Well, I would like to say that Poppet isn't asleep, so.
Yeah, but Poppet needs to be controlled by your mental connection to him, because that's how constructs work. You're unconscious right now, so the construct just kind of
Poppet just decided to pack a bag and go, I'm moving to LA. I'm no longer
Wake up
gonna be
next
in
time and
control.
find that
How-
Poppet just left a note saying goodbye.
Alright, so I'd like to thank you all for being here. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, and good night.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.